Blarla. Well, yeah, so here we are back in Bumbleton, right? That's what we called it. Let's unpause it, shall we? And I mean, there's a massive list of just terrible things here. I think with the food situation, tonight we may need to hunt a muffalo. There's a couple over here. So we might just wait for them to go to sleep. You know, so I think we're going to go for this one here. This is female, age 5, and that leaves a young male and a young female to repopulate so that we can have food in the future, right? We need food in the future. Plan for the future, something I'm not very good at, clearly, with the food situation. I'm trying. Major risk breaks. We did get into a lot of harm's way last time, you know, with this thing that we did. And of course there is already shock from we took some genes, didn't we? Because we're trying to work out what to do. We've got some genes in the bank. How do we contents? Oh no, we don't. Oh, here they are. Strong stomach and immune to what exactly? Carriers of this gene gain immunity to diseases faster than others. It's super amazing. And then a strong stomach as well. So, yeah, they will never suffer from food poisoning, even after eating rotten food. That's incredible. What's he doing now? What's happening? What are you doing? Have I requested him to do something? Creating is the xenogerm. I already arranged for that to happen. It's occurring. We've got this gene processor here. Can you hear the noises? It's kind of interesting. So this is where they came, wasn't it, to have their genes extracted. There it is. Wow. So here it is. Oh, we've created a thing. We've done a thing, peoplings. We've done a thing. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. So now we need to stick it on someone. We need to order implantation. Implant this into a person to partially override their genetic code. This is a surgical operation, so it requires a medical bed, and 4 medicine. Well, we have all of these things. The question is, who do we stick it in? I think a child. Yes, I do. LT, maybe. I don't remember much about them. What kind of genes do they have? There is a way of finding out. A baseliner. So this is great, right? They've got no xenogenes, genes, right? They've got brown hair and light skin. And then that's it. You know? Can we do it to children? Is this bad? I think it did say something about children will take to it better than if they're older. Did I read that somewhere? I feel like I did. Was that true? Did that happen? Or am I just making that up? Recombine. So where did it go? Oh, they've put it in here. Okay, so if we order implantation of them, look. LT. Implanting a xenogerm will put LT in a coma as the xenogerm integrates itself. Okay, on average, this lasts 2 days. So it could be less, it could be longer, I guess. The length of the coma is dependent on the doctor's medical skill and the quality of your medical facilities, which I think they're all right, okay? They're all right. They're not as good as they could be, but they're also not rubbish, so we should be okay. After implantation, LT will have a metabolism value, I'm clearly having trouble with words today, of -2 and a food consumption multiplier of 150. So they're going to get super hungry. We're going to confirm this. Okay. You can cancel this. Okay, good. Are they going to go straight there? We need to hunt this muffalo. And the muffalo are asleep. So this is what we're going to do. Very quiet. Really freaking quietly. we're going to go and unload masses of bullets. Also, we're going to have some big withdrawal issues over here. Oh my goodness, Smelly's pregnant. She's in her second trimester. I forgot about that. So not only that was it, she's going to be a massive withdrawal, but she's also pregnant. We weren't really sure that she could go into a coma and all things. We're really not sure what that's going to do. We might have to force feed her some of this stuff just to sort of get her through the pregnancy. We'll have to see how that goes. Won't we? We'll have to see how that goes. I feel like there is a sneeze brewing. I'm not sure. Who's the best doctor? The best doctor is Zuki. Okay. Zuki. Who's named after my cat. In case anybody cared. Named after my cat. So, yeah, Smelly's starting to move quite slow. Because of all of this business. We want to make sure... Where is LT right now? LT's just sleeping. We want to make sure that when we do this operation, that it is Zuki that is doing it. That's very important. Let's get everybody out here. Let's get everybody out. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? We need the grubs. So, who is it? This one here. Okay. Are we ready? Hopefully, we won't have an episode where everything attacks us. We make this swift. Uh-oh. Okay, there is some Muffalo revenge. Oh, but it was that Muffalo. Okay, I think we got away with it. Got away with it, everybody. Good, good. Let's prioritise hauling. And send everybody back. That's some grub. That is some grub for us. Right. 222 big ones. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Good. How are we feeling about the insect meat? I feel like they wouldn't like this. Mega sloth meat. That is the insect meat. Right. Are they... Because they're ravenously hungry. They're eating it. Does anyone care? No, no. They don't seem to care. Okay, good. They're pleased that they defeated the insect hive. And they don't seem to have any issue with eating them. Maybe that was adjusted when ideology came in. So there's certain ideology traits that would make that not a thing you'd want to do, right? Because way back, sort of the last time I played this, they just didn't like insect meat. So it's nice now that sort of the default, without any sort of messing with ideology, means that they can eat that now. That's good. That will help us. That will help us through. Right. We've got a lot of steel here. How are we doing? And we've got quite a lot of power too. This is great. This is great. Because what we would like to do is remove these two solar panels. We'd like to deconstruct these, get this filled in all proper like. Yeah, now that these batteries are charged, that could be quite good. I noticed the heaters are on in here. And it is reading a summer, so we could probably turn these off to save a little bit of power. And I'm not going to take the roof off this year. I cannot be bothered with that nonsense. It's with that noise. So here we are then. Oh, what's happened? Oh, they've joined. Thank you for rescuing them. Oh, right, yeah. They came out of the ancient tomb, right? I thought they were just going to heal up and then leave. Like the other person, I think there was 2 other people. They just sort of scarpered, right? And I was okay for them to go. But this person collapsed. They were in a bad way, so we healed them. And they have decided to stay. I thought they were just going to get up and be like, yo, bitches, I'm off. He has decided that he would rather stay than leave and is joining your colony. This is great. I'm really pleased. Well, you are most welcome. You do have an infection, but your immunity is good. Not if you keep wandering around, though. Right? Not if you keep wandering around. Let's Maybe we should... Are you going to the hospital bed? No, you're putting on clothes. Well, before you do, shall we set your clothes thing? So who is this? Where are they? There they are. Unrestricted. That's fine. Let's do their... Oops. Work schedule. You know it's going well when somebody says, oops. Oh, they don't have a work schedule either. Let's get that done. And where is it? I always forget where everything is. So we need to sort out... Yeah, no raw meat. No raw meat. Seems that we've got a couple of new people here that I haven't actually messed with yet. So all the social drugs. Just normal social drugs, right? I think so. But we want summer adult and summer adult. Yes. I think that's good. So work then. What can these people do? Well, we want them to firefight, be a patient, get bed rest, right? Let's just get rid of everything else for the moment. Right. Put that down low. So we can see here they have childcare. It's actually at 8. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. And so is their wardening for the prison. It seems we've got a lot doing this kind of stuff. We could probably dedicate one person to being the ward. Oh, we have. Oh no, that's childcare. But the thing is there's hardly anybody ever in the ward. Also hunting, and we don't do that very often. And when we do, it tends to be very specific, right? Like we did 5 minutes ago. But what other skills have they got? So they got 3% in 3 in handling, 4 in cooking, not too bad. Construction's out the window. They can grow 4, mining 3, 4 for plant cutting. So we could probably get them to do some other things. Look, smithing 3, right? And smithing, we might go for a bit of smithing because look, we've got this. Look, Carol, I think, needs some help, right? Do you recall? Like, she wasn't doing things quite as I wanted her to. Tailoring's low, but it is what it is. So we might see them doing this sort of stuff, right? But I do want them to get some bed rest, definitely, because they have a major infection. And while their immunity is better at the moment, if they keep wandering around, it won't be. You know, it won't be. Who's this other person then? We had another one. Who was it that I was looking at? This one. Was it? This person here? It seems that we did their job. Whoever it was, because we're all good here, look. So, we won't worry about it. What about a dojo? I don't know. Is there a mod for that? A dojo. Look at all the drugs that we've got just piling up over here. And then just clothes everywhere. The clothes situation hasn't gone quite according to plan, has it? It's still a bit messy. It is still a bit messy. Okay, so food. They're getting the food thing done. Is he cooking? And then, yeah, he is. That's happening. That's good. So let's get a hunter out here to get rid of them. Oh, there's a mega sloth. Oh, hang on, a mega sloth is not insect meat. Okay. Is this got insect meat in it? This is vegetarian. Maybe I don't know the answer to the insect meat yet. Maybe it does just say insect, because that's a mega sloth, isn't it? And we may have to take them down to Chinatown. Let's deconstruct these. Actually, I've just realised there'll be a cable issue here when I do this. Let's fix the cable issue first. Right, because if I take this down, it's going to break these wires. So let's do that. And then it's always good to have a redundancy. So now, Louis tends to do a lot of building. Why are you cleaning this up? Is this registered as home, has it? I thought I turned that off. Zone. Clear. Oh, no, we turned it on very specifically in that area. I remember now. What is this? Hermetic crate. Okay. We can deconstruct these. Do you know what? We will deconstruct these. See what we get out of them. Ancient crypto sleep cry thing. You know, we might get some interesting stuff out of here. This ancient barrel will probably get some steel and that, you know, probably get some steel and whatnot. That could be good. That could be good, right? I reckons good. Right. I don't like the fact that it's here. Don't like the fact that it's here. It's not in the best place. Oh, this has been done already. Wow. Okay, let's deconstruct these then. Straight on it. And we have arranged for this granite wall to go in, but we don't have any granite bricks. So where's this other person? Oh look, LT. Feeding a simple meal to Surge. Okay, and then, oh, no medicine. Oh, because it's restricted on LT probably. Do that. We want pretty good medicine. And then, Suki, can you do it now? Yeah. Cue that. Oh, they're going to do it straight away. We're going to do this implantation. Going to do the implantation. Where is this other person? Oh, I told him to go rest. I remember now. 7-minute memory. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Well, you better not forget. I mean, I'm going to, clearly. Here we go. Suzuki. Where are you going now? Oh, to get it. Alright, I'll let you off. Speed up. This is the first time we've ever done one of these xenogerm operations. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. Okay. It's happening. Could this fail? I suppose it could. But her skill's pretty high in medicine. It's like 17 or something. Nuts, right? 17. Yeah. Region leading master. Nice. Who's the medical emergency? Your infection is extreme, but your immunity is still better than the infection, so you should be okay. Should be okay. They are getting bed rest, right? Oh! It's in, everybody! So they're sedated and they're in the coma. It does say 2 days, so I guess Zuki is pretty good. Okay. It's happened. So, look, Strong Belly. They're now called Strong Belly. So they're going to be super hungry. I've learned this, which we could do without. Look, all that meat from the muffalo is already gone. So tonight we have to get... It didn't even last a freaking day. And I'm thinking we've turned off the use of insect meat in these builds, which is why they're not using it. Should we try it? Does anybody know? I guess I'll just try it and find out. You know, F around, find out. That's and if they have to eat insect meat for a while and they don't like it, it's better than eating each other, isn't it? Jeez. No, things could be worse, boys and girls. Things could be worse. How's stuff going over here? Malnutrition. Yeah. How are you going? You're alright. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Yes, you are. Seneca. Kind of like that name. It's got a nice ring to it. Seneca. I like that. Is that how you say it? Or would you say Seneca? Seneca, you know? Like the chocolate bar. It's very close to Snickers, isn't it? Or Sneakers. I like the Seneca. I like... Pretend it's 1K. Would be better than starving. Exactly. Exactly, Billin. Right? Exactly. That's my thinking. It's got to be better than a poke in the eye. Right? So, presumably this now says that it's got insect meat in it. Insect meat. It does. Now, have I made it so that in the raw meat food setup they refuse to eat insect meat and then they may not touch these meals? I guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out. Todd's decided that's all the meals that he's making today. You know, growing rice and potatoes is good for a stable diet. Yep, we're doing it. That is happening. Lots of rice and potatoes. Oh, look. And we can now expand this. Expand that. That's good. Excellent. And then we can get the... So how many components was it for these? Where are you putting the components, by the way, Carol? Where the frick... They're supposed to be here. Where the frick are the components going? You must have made more than one by now. No? I know they do take forever, though, don't they? They do take forever. Maybe we should build another one of these fabrication benches, but they are quite costly in themselves, aren't they? Yes, they are. I seem to recall this fabrication bench being just the pits. I mean, we do have advanced components kicking around, but don't we then need something like 10 components? I'd rather have 10 hydroponics. What is this? You've learned of an ancient complex nearby that is said to contain ancient treasures. Okay, you can break in to collect the loot inside. Be warned, these kinds of structures can contain a variety of threats. In addition, your activity at the complex might draw unwanted attention. Should we check it out? Should we have a look? Should we put our peepers on it? Shall we put our peepers on it? It is really close. Look how close it is. Who's this? What's this? The hunting worksite. Look at this. Oh, we could get into some right trouble over there. Ooh, we might do that. Right? Is the sloth asleep yet? No. We might do that. Let's just try and make things a little bit more stable here. And then we'll go and find out what this treasure is. Probably nothing we're really that interested in. But, right. We can probably restrict them again to their pen because their grass is growing. This is insane. Right, you know? It's like, get out. Okay? Get out. Don't hold door open. Hold door open no more. Could you come through here so this door closes? I'd appreciate it. Galvin, why are you walking so slow? Oh, do you remember when Galvin was a nickel babby? Do you remember that? Do you remember when she was a nickel babby? Our actual born in base is Poe here. Look, it's born right here in Bumbleton. Little Poe. She's adorable. Okay, what's happening here? A growth vat. Oh yes, this is something else we wanted to check in the Biotech DLC, wasn't it? I wanted to check growing children as well. Because that's what I need, more mouths to feed. Look, we'll just do one, just to experience it, right? Because clearly, this is the first time I've played this game in years. So, you know, it's not been the smoothest of runs. But we have survived. And that's what it's all about. So, Todd and Fane, because Fane is blinking incredible. We need just sort of everybody. Again, you can come along too. We'll leave Smelly out of it, right? Because she's up the duff. You know, she's up the duff. How's things going? They've developed immunity. Zanika has developed immunity. Fantastic. What we'd also like to do is try and sort of... we got a lot of missing legs. And some... I think we got a missing arm or two as well. It'd be really great if we could get them sorted before we call it on this particular playthrough of Rimworld. Oh! Okay, there we go. So how much meat is this? 370. Get in, boys. Okay, come on then. No, don't haul it, though. Jesus, Fane. You bugger off. There we go. Well done. Well done. Sacrifice one to feed the others. That's not necessary right now. It's not necessary. Okay. Although, you know, I'm sure in the future we will have bases where there'll be lots of, you know, sacrifice. So here's our growth vat. this particular playthrough is all about just sort of trying to refamiliarize myself with Rimworld, try and check out a lot of the changes. We have picked up a human skull. I don't know what to do with it. I wanted to stick it like on a spike or something, but I couldn't figure out if that was possible. So we've just got it. I don't know if it's a bounty thing. I'm not quite sure, but we've got it. And then Biotech was another one that I'd like to check out, right? Very keen to check out Biotech. I checked out Royalty a long time ago when it came out. Not that into it. Not that into it. But I do really like the ideology. So next time that we do a run of Rimworld, we'll do ideology, and I think we'll always have ideology going, you know, and sort of let it carve the type of game that we play, whether it be, you know, the sort of sacrificial thing, you know. The one we'll probably avoid is sort of all the worshipping of these things and stuff, you know, where those things come out, and I'm not into that particularly. Not into it. I don't know how you peeps feel about these creatures, and because there's different types of trees, isn't there? And then there's the different types of creatures that can come out of it, and they have different sort of benefits. I mean, maybe we'll do it at some point, but I can't say I'm busting my gut to do that, you know. It's quite low down on the list. I'd also quite like to do like a toxic run, right, you know, which has got a lot of biotech stuff where we have like the toxic gas and we just produce masses of toxic waste and just lay everything to waste. I'd like to do one of those and just really upset all of the neighbours. I think that could be a lot of fun as well. Yeah. Oh, different to... It has psychic powers. Yeah, but they come... But you have to worship the tree. And then they pop out of it, right? I seem to recall. They sort of... If you worship it enough and for long enough, you get the psychic powers, but don't you create more creatures and it can sustain more of them and stuff like that. I swear. I swears. That was a thing. So where do those creatures come out of? You know, there was lots of different types. I swear I did it in one of my games. Going back a bit. I swear I did it in one of my games, and I was like worshipping this thing, and I had somebody pruning it all the time, and ugh. Trees just grow grass, and it takes 20 grass for a site link. It just grows grass. So where do those creatures come from? Where those... Okay, that's not the tree that pops out dryads. That's a different tree. Yeah, okay, it might be a different tree. This is the only example I've got. Like, there are different trees, yeah. But you're saying not all the trees pop out those things. There's... How many trees that do? Is there just one type of tree that pops out those creatures, but you can then choose... Because wasn't there like 5 different creatures on it or something? I guess I just had that tree. It's an orange one. Does that make sense? The orange one? Is that the dryads one? I don't know. Clearly I need to look into the tree situation more, don't I, Berlin? I clearly need to look into it more. I don't know. Do you think the trees are fun? Do you think the trees are worth investigating? Not in this playthrough, but like in the future, should we do the tree thing? Because you can. Look at this. Look at this freaking guy. Look at this freaking... Yeah, I know he will attack. Don't care. Get it done. Yeah, how do you feel about just one tree? And that's that orange looking one, right? We've got this as well. So, is this the one where if we harvested it, we get the seeds, and then if we had somebody really good at gardening, could we plant that near, well, wherever we want to plant it? And then if we nurtured that, that's the tree, right? That would have the thingamajigs. I think a toxic sanguine run would be interesting. I need to write that down. I'm gonna write that down because I like the idea of a toxic run. But what's this sanguine thing? Okay, I'm going to check this out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Spot on. Yeah, you'll be talking about the ceasing. Okay, cool. And then can these just randomly spawn, and are they different pods that can spawn, and then you could end up with a selection of different trees on one map, right? And then give me the rain. give me the rain. If we do get rain, are there any boomalopes that we could go hunting for? No. It's not boomalope season. What is this? Bison? We do have some bison. We have bison. Where? Give me the meat count. 336. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat. Maybe we could go and pick up one of these. That's a nice big herd. We could pilfer one, right? We could pilfer one in the night and hopefully not be attacked and die. I reckon that might be possible. Let's get this ambrosia. I reckon that might be possible. Right, you know. Vampires. Are vampires particularly good for the whole toxic thing then? Because I thought there was like those. We got a couple of tox. I think I've got some tox. Type. Is it you? I've been sort of trying to get a nice collection of different types of peeplings here. Pawns, depending on. I like to call them peeplings. So that's a dirt mole. We have a waster. That's it, waster. But are the vampires quite good for this? For the like a whole toxic. They're quite good for it. If you cut down a tree, you will summon the Lorax. Do you though? Do you summon the Lorax? Is that true? I am the Lorax and I speak for the trees. Is that true? I hope it's true. It better be true. I want to suck your blood. I want. They aren't very compatible, but a custom xenotype may be interesting. Okay. Interesting. Good to know, right. Do vampires turn into bats? Can we make them Ruby? Do vampires turn into bats? Can we make them like fly across the map really quick like? Right, so the rain has come. There's no boomalopes to hunt. Because I like to hunt boomalopes in the rain. It just makes sense to me. It's just less hassle, right? Less hassle that way. This is the slowest thing ever. Should we speed things up? Are they still in coma? I like the way I didn't finish that sentence. Are they still in coma? Are they still coma? Genes are regrowing. This person's genetic material is regrowing. This process doesn't have any direct health effects. However, extracting their genes while they are regrowing will kill them. Good to know. Does that say 2.2 years? Okay, and as we seem to have some knowledgeable peeps kicking around, which is fantastic, right? Am I right? Did I read it somewhere, or am I completely wrong, that putting the xenogenes in younger peeplings are less likely to cause complications? Or can we just effectively put a xenogene in somebody in their 80s as we can with somebody who's 5, you know? Or is it like young and old are quite comparable in that they're weak, you know, and that we shouldn't do it too young and too old? Or like, is there like a range where we can go messing with them and not worry about it? Also, we should probably make this what am I trying to do? This. Okay. What colonists don't have beds? Let's see. Sneaker, there you go. Well, you can live in there now. I'm pretty sure age doesn't matter. Okay, alright then. So older doesn't necessarily matter. Okay, I swear I read that somewhere that young is good, but I suppose maybe you just get the benefits of younger. Or maybe I'm mixing it up with growing them. We should, how is the power holding? Since I took out those 2 solar panels, the batteries do seem to be holding, which is good. Combat supplier. Right. Where's our boy Yoshi? Could you talk to them, please? And the bison, there's only one here. They've sort of split up. They've gone all over the place. Female 6. Male 7. Oh, hello. Oh, we could buy some components. Excellent. We will build some hydroponics for those, I reckons. Not got a lot of silver left, so I guess that's probably all we're doing. Let's get rid of this. We could sell this. We will sell that, and let's sell these. Actually, sell that steel club. We'll keep this steel club. In fact, we've got 2 of those. Sell one of them. Sell the mace. Sometimes it's good to have blunt weapons, right? Because in case we want more colonists. Although, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I want any more colonists. I think we've got plenty. We can get rid of the... We'll keep the pistol, just in case we need to arm somebody. Like Sneaker, we've not actually checked. We'll keep that masterwork bow, just because it's magnificent more than anything. Okay, we've got 2 of these pistols. Let's get rid of that pistol. We'll keep these. We made that. What is this? A legendary great bow. We'll keep it because it's just, again, awesome. The tox grenades. I'm not keen on the tox grenades. Might get rid of these 2. We've got so many tox grenades. We'll get rid of a couple of Molotovs as well. We'll get rid of 1 Molotov. So we'll keep 2 Molotovs. Actually, we'll get rid of that Molotov. And we've got 2 there, you see. We'll get rid of those top grenades because we've got 3 here, which I think's excessive, frankly. Okay. Okay. We'll keep these bits. Dracula. I don't know. I don't know. No, you got deep drills and fabricate. Well, we got fabrication. I haven't got into the old deep drilling yet. I don't know if we will on this playthrough. But it would be a good way of finding more components. But I don't think this particular playthrough is going to last much longer. I think we're almost there, really, aren't we? We're going to get this linked up. We've almost achieved what we set out. Our plan for this. I've almost done it, I would say. Got a bit of toxic waste, we have a droid lying about somewhere. A lifter. But, I wasn't too into it. Maybe on our tox runs they'll be great. And I wanted to just sort of check out this genome thing, right? This old genome business, yeah. Brilliant. So we've got components, and it would be really good to get, start our circle of things. Start our circle of things. As it's been a stressful old business, hasn't it? Right, shall we get this bison? They've spread out. So I guess we're going to be... Who have we got here? Female, male. Why do you have to be this way? It's going to be this one, I think. Is there any others? Where did the others go? There was loads here. They'll probably go straight off the edge of the map. Okay. Todd. Faye. We need to try and make this quick. We won't get her because she's laden with Babby. But we'll get quite a few. How is she doing, actually? Still in her second trimester. The withdrawal is getting bad. She's going to eventually be like bedridden and all this sort of stuff. But I think we've managed to stop her from taking the drugs. It's been a tricky old business, but I think we've done it. I think we've been successful with it. Midstream name change for the win. What do you mean midstream change? What happened? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? My mod, who normally does this stuff, is on a conference call because it's a work day. So I don't know if they've messed with it. Maybe they messed with it. Did they mess with it? Don't know. Who knows? Come on, Jer. I'm not sure about that. We'll call you Bear. Jer Bear? Right, here we go. Make it quick! Make it quick! Okay. It seems we got away with that, but you've started to attack them. Are they attacking? They're attacking. Okay. Oh, we got 2. In the end. In the end, we got 2. Okay. Are you alright, Fane? Fane's a beast. Fane's going to be fine. Of all the ones to go to, Bane is by far one of the most dangerous people that you could approach of this whole base. Right? You go anywhere near Fane, you're going down. that's what's happening. Nah, changed mine. Forgot to customize it days ago. What? I don't... What? When you say days, you mean months? What? What are you talking about? I thought you were saying something was wrong about mine. Which, to be fair, frequently there is. Mine is often wrong. I use Restream, right, because I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And YouTube updates from Restream. And Twitch is supposed to update from Restream, but Twitch is, well, rubbish in so many ways, and that's one of them. It just won't do it. So I do the update, it doesn't go through, and then my mod midstream has to change it to what I actually want it to be. Because I don't have time to keep logging into Twitch separately to attend to all of its needs separately because it's so precious. I don't have time for it. I don't. So, how's it going? What are you good at in terms of fighting? Oh my goodness, they are both shooting and melee. A knife went down. Knife's melee. So knife needs to get a knife. Niff, get a Niff. Who else is without Carol? Carol could go either way, really, I suppose. Do you know what? We'll give Carol a bow. Give Carol a bow. Why not? No, the steel club. You have that. Who else could we arm? Yoshi won't. Yoshi won't do nothing. Yoshi won't do nothing. Is that a double negative right there? What is this? Bio-coded. Damns it. You could go with... Oh, this is a good one, though. Sanika. Maybe have that. You know? Get that one in. Yeah. The good one. You changed your name. I saw him before. You changed your name? Am I supposed to recognise you, but I don't? What was your name before? Who are you? Have you changed your name? Magical Jam, because I don't recall seeing you before. But if you've changed your name, did I know your name before? You changed... What was your name before, Radical Jam? What was it before? You have to tell me. This instant, I usually have a build to smelt all bio... Oh, that's a good idea, actually, yeah. Destroying weapon. Smelt apparel. Oh, look at all this. So these look like sort of melee weapons. We don't want to destroy them. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look here. Bio-coded. Look at that. Hey, okay. This is cool. Thank you. That was a really good suggestion. Do forever. Get rid of it. Good. I haven't actually... Oh, you were the one talking about the trees. Okay, thank you. Okay. And that's who you are. Okay, I now know. I won't... I can just scroll up. I see what you're saying. You changed your name during my stream. I getcha. So, is this the only bison? The other one's scarpered. Like, completely scarpered off the map. There was a huge... there was a huge herd here. They've all left. We've got this one now. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? A shame. Harvest botched. We've got this. We have to be careful of this timber wolf. You know, we'll probably get a message in a minute that says, you know, Surge is being hunted by a timber wolf. We keep the children close to base, so at least they're not getting mauled by wolves. I think we're probably ready, right, to do this run to see about this treasure. What do you think? I think we're probably about ready. We've got some food. Mind you, we haven't got much cooked up. Maybe we should try and get food cooked up for Todd to... Can we get these guys back to where they're supposed to be? Who does the handling again? Okay, they've gone for Nitro. They're hunting Nitro. Where's Nitro? There. Nitro, what weapon do you have? Oh, no. Not the best. Not the best. Fane, where are you? Miles away. Okay. Nitro's about to have a really bad day. What can we do? Carol, what have you got on you? Just a club. Yoshi, who works here, also doesn't really doesn't carry anything. Louis, Jaeger, right? Jaeger, go over here. You were gonna have to. It's sort of just get everything. You may need to drop that, Nitro. You may need to drop that. India, what have you got? That's too slow. Niff. Niff, who's wondering? Go over here. Can you move quickly? It's like, drop that, Scarpa! Okay. You. Quick. Okay. Right. Lovely, thank you. Thank you. What have we got here? Okay, you're probably going to be fine, right? So you haul that and then get that sorted out. Good. You don't need meds for that, but you can go and get sorted out all the same. Good. What was this? Every female colonist feels a wave of anxiety and anger. Okay. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a psychic drone onto the site through an orbital amplifier, tuned to only affect females. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit worse. The drone level is low. Somebody out there is attacking us via drone. Am I reading that right? Okay. Well, so maybe we should send lots of women out on this trip. Get them away from here. You know? Maybe we should do that. They shouldn't need much food either, because they're not going far. At all. So, Zuki, for example, could go. Right, how do we set up a caravan again? I've forgotten. If I go to the world... Right. Okay, not like that. I've forgotten how to set up a caravan. I thought it was... I thought I came... Okay, form caravan. Alright. Planning mode. Uses the default caravan speed. Your speed may vary. Add a waypoint. There. Accept. Right. It's going to be a quick journey. It's going to be quite a quick journey. Who are we going to send? This is all a bit complicated. I think we're going to send Patchy. We're going to leave Carol because I want her to continue making thingamajigs, right? Once we've dealt with this ancient treasure, we can make hydroponics, right? We'll send... We can't send Smelly. She's too pregnant. Fane, though. Definitely going. Zuki can go. And we don't really know what kind of threat we're up against either, do we? Galvin can go. So we've got some melee, we've got some weaponry. Shall we send Louis with EMP grenades in case there's sort of a mech thing happening? You know, that's quite a few people. Quite a few people. Okay. And travelling supplies. Yeah, take the mills. Take the bedrolls. Shouldn't need the bedrolls. Not going to be gone that long. You know? I don't think we need to take anything else with us. Okay. So we'll send this. So threat scales to colony wealth. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I am aware. Silver's low at the moment. We don't really have any silver. I spent it all, but because it used to do it on number of peeplings and silver. I did pack food. They're taking. I don't have much food to pack, but they're taking these simple meals. That's what that says, doesn't it? That they're taking those. No? Could take all the insect meat. How do I automatically select travel supplies? Yeah, no, we've got it. So if we, and they're not going to be gone long, you know. I mean, if they need 7 meal times for 0.2 of a day's travel. Apparently it won't last one day. Shouldn't need to. It's 0.2 of a day to get there, it says. So we should be okay. But if we do get into trouble, I'll send a crew out with food. We don't have a lot of food for them to take. You know, the food situation's always been a bit garbage for me. Yeah. What we'll do... Oh, bionic replacements! Finally! We can start placing some of the people's arms and mostly legs. I used to enjoy beer brewing. That was always a lot of fun. Yeah. I think we're probably okay. Because I don't want to get too deep into that, I don't think. Because we're just doing our gene stuff. Otherwise we'll be here forever. we don't want that. Okay, so allow sewing. No. Because we're going to be replacing all this area. Oh, Christ. With, can you not? With hydroponics, right? We're going to be getting the hydroponics in. You can see colony wealth from one of the tabs. Could it be like in here? Wealth. That's quite wealthy. We're boned. We're going down. Maybe I should have sent more people. Should I have sent more people? I don't need the toilet. But maybe in about 20, 30 minutes, Ruby, we could have a toilet break. Yeah, we're quite wealthy. Quite wealthy. No. Right, the caravan has formed. Watch them all die. We've sent 6. May have made a mistake. But there's no fun otherwise. Maybe I should have saved it before we an eclipse. Randy. Not now. Who? Todd. Yeah, Todd just seems to spend his entire time cooking food, and it doesn't last at all. It's just so many freaking people. So many people. Oh, I slowed down again to see what's going on with Todd. Come on. Taking a long route. Why are we going up there? That's it. Calm down. Hungry pen animals. Oh, I guess that grass hadn't grown enough. We're arriving at night, under the cover of night. Okay, they've arrived. Here it is. Oh, it's very green here, isn't it? It's very green here. We could see about taking down that sloth and taking that food home with us. So here it is. Looking ominous. And there could be anything inside here. Literally anything. So the door's here, and we've got stuff that can provide cover all around here. Look, there's even razor wire here. What we might call barbed wire. There's cannons. It does say platform though, so there's no... Is there not a gun on there? I've never built these before. These are new to me. So are these... Do they not have guns on them? They're just the platforms to put the guns on. Because I have ideology turned off. Is that... Don't know. Anyway, we'll come over this way. Come over this way. Maybe we will just quickly save. Right. We'll have our saves... ourselves a cheese save. Right. Okay. Yes. And let's come over here. There's quite a lot of berries about as well. Should we want some quick food? They're just scraps. Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Good, I suppose, if you wanted to come here for resources and steel and stuff, but that's not what we're about. It's not what we're about. We did go to a base in an earlier episode, earlier stream, on my channel, that we went to a base and stole loads of components. That was a really good day, to the point where clearly I'm still talking about it. It was a good day. It was during our, you know, component choke where we were trying to get to fabrication. Right, now, what I would like is for someone to go check. Can we have someone go check? Could that person be Fane? Actually, just stay outside the door. Maybe you go with Fane. And you go with Fane, because you're melee. You, yeah, we need sort of... Okay. Go check. We've got the first room. And in this first room, we can see we have a couple of droids. And then we've got a cylinder. There could be anything in there. Unstable fuel node. What's one of those? Okay, Louis. Oh. And then could you... Yeah. Okay, get out, Louis. Louis, get out. Right, Louis, are you not selected? Okay. Yeah. I wonder... There's not a lot of room here. We're going to need to get everybody in, I think. Get everybody in. Because the fire. Right. And then, how do we extinguish the fire? Can we put home here? And then, what's wrong with you? Why are you all ill and things? Could you, yeah, beat out the fire. Could you not smack them with your gun? Could you shoot them? What are you doing? You can beat out the fire too. Yeah, shoot them. Okay. Why is everybody getting ill? Heat stroke. They're down. And can we need to open this. How do we open this? How do we open this? Can we? I'm assuming we can. No? How do we do this? How do we do this? I can't seem to arrange attack. Drafted. How do we open this? There must be a way. Can't seem to attack it. What's happened to attack? They've got melee attack. And they've got a gun. I don't understand. Why can't I get everybody to melee attack? Just... That doesn't look good. Okay. So we could do with holding this door open or something. This fire is causing all kinds of problems. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to get everybody out and we'll pull this wall down. Right? Everybody out. The heat's too much. Okay, come up here. And... oh, I can't deconstruct. Very clever. Okay, come back in. No! They're in a bad way, though. Undraft. Could you all beat out the fire? Beat out the fire. Oh, you won't do it. Then you can keep the door open. This doesn't sound good at all, does it? What is the temperature in here? It's got to be really hot. Oh my god, it's almost 500 degrees. Okay. Can you beat out the fire? Someone's down. Someone's down. I'm just clearly pushing them to this. Why am I killing them like this? Oh, okay. Maybe I should stop. Let's see here. What I need is... what would it be in? Maybe furniture? Yeah. Okay. Let's set these, right? Some people need rescuing. They're all going to need rescuing at this rate. So, rescue. 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 Fane is sort of the beast. She's down. The caravan's lost. Okay. Do you know, I've never dealt with heat stroke before. Not like that. I've never done this before. I never thought it'd be 500 degrees now. I just thought they were a bit hot. Okay. I've never done one of these before either. It's all new to me. Okay. We'll move faster this time. I thought I'd be able to destroy the wall. Get in. But no. But no. Is that everyone? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Fane. Yes. What are you doing? Okay. I paused. So, let's try this again. Louis, come here. Fane, come here. The melee. I'm assuming the same thing is going to be inside. I don't know. We'll find out though. Okay. Could you still attack? No, but I just want him to do it. What's happening with this? Louis. I don't... Okay, right, that's it. Okay. Now. We have a situation where... Actually, no, you stay there, Louis. So everybody else needs to go in and I presume beat out the fire. Is it already too hot in there? It's 83. They're fleeing because of the enemy. How am I supposed to do this? I don't want the temperature to build up. Okay, Patchy, because you won't do fire. Right, you guys start beating out the fire. No, you're fleeing again. Gonna have to wait until this is done. Right, now, beat out the fire. Beat out the fire. It's like 200 odd degrees already. Maybe we just go straight through. The problem with going straight through... So what's all this? Because this is now... The place is on fire. Open this. I'm scared to open this. Let's do it. Okay. Let's... Open this. Who opens it? Somebody, anybody. Who's going to prioritise opening it? Oh, we got some med packs. Okay. What do we do with this? Link to satellite supply. Can we use this? Can we do anything? Hack. Drop supplies. Oh, now, hang on. This is... If I recall... You need a skill in something to be good at hacking. Isn't it sort of intelligence? The research skill. Of which I don't have any decent researchers. So we would be here forever. Galvin being the best, but still rubbish. Right? Okay. Everybody else, let's come in here and get ourselves into trouble. Fane. Join them. What is in here? Security crate. What was that? A satellite has been activated. Did she do it? A supply drop is coming. Oh my goodness. This is great. Okay, open that. What's in here? Pods arrived. Where are they? They did tell me the contents. I decided not to read it. Oh, mechs have just awoken. Some eggs, really? So apparently we have woken some mechs. Oh, we've got some advanced components here. Got some advanced components. Here come the mechs. Patchy. We've got a raid coming. Let's not worry about the raid. Let's go in this door. Let's come out this door. Let's go in there. It's going to start another fire. What's all this? Generators. Okay. Let's get out there. What's in here? Open that. Okay. Open it. Yeah. Plasteel. I've got some plasteel. In here. Okay, attack them. We've got dead person. We need to open this. What have we got here? A rack with nothing in it. Okay. Is somebody gonna... Yeah. Get that open. Some gold. Right, where's that raid? Okay. How do we get out again? How do we actually get out again? You know? It's a thing. Because I want to pick up these bits, right? As we come out, so that we can add them to the caravan. But I don't know the best way to do that. Do I have to... Maybe if I created like a stockpile. Like this. Right. And then the least useless to fight these. So we've got Molotovs. I mean... I don't know how long we can survive in here, given that it's almost 900 degrees. How do we get out? Do we wait for like walls to burn away? But these are like steel walls. Secret exit. Shoot at the wall. Can I do that? Can I do that? Okay. I don't know. Hang on. Attack. Oh, I can. Oh, amazing. Right. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now let's go and mess up these people. Okay. Come on then. Stun? Got a stun situation. Where's your friend? There they are. Why are we tanking like this? They are now fleeing. Good luck with that. You've got to come past us to do it. Ooh. Fancy shield. Feign is rendered useless. Got him. Got him. Right, okay. Next. I guess it's form the caravan and get out of here. We need the go juice. We got somebody who drinks that. Right, form the caravan and go. Don't know if we can get those meds. So how do we do this? If I come back to the world... This is my first time doing one of these, you know. I've got to figure it all out. I just don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So we would like to reform caravan. This is our waypoint. Accept. Now. Yes. So there was advanced components, and there was a go juice, there was plasteel. I wonder if we'll be able to... we're going to be slower on the way home, like this. Forget the Molotovs. Take the gold. Forget all the urns and all the clothes. We've got enough steel. We don't need the mech. Get the plasteel. Oh, is that the stuff we're leaving? Do you know, I can't tell. Is that the stuff we're leaving? No, this is the stuff we're taking, right? I did finish the hacking. Yeah, we got some eggs. Actually, I should go and check. Shouldn't I? What did we actually drop? I saw some eggs. I didn't check the other one. We've got some eggs. Just got eggs. We just got some eggs. Okay. So that's our waypoint. So this stuff's coming with us. I say stuff, our people. These are the travel supplies. Right, let's take the eggs and the glitter world medicine. That's it. Yes. Okay. So just take all that stuff. But building that's burning, we've also got the advanced components. There was a go juice I'd like to take. There's some plasteel I want to take. I want to take the gold, but it's close to like burning things. And that is us taking it, right? Is this us taking it? With us? I think so. I'm not seeing the weight change. Oh, there. Mass. It did change. We're still good. I think that's good, right? I think that's everything that we're interested in taking here. So we now send. The caravan has been reformed. Smelly's in need of rescue. Yes, we thought this would happen. So she's in her 3rd trimester, but she's also in a huge withdrawal. By design. We want her to sort of wean off this stuff. Can somebody rescue her? Who's the next best doctor? Todd, could you rescue Smelly, please? Thank you. A hare, self-tamed. I don't want a hare. Sorry. Oh, look, there's Lifter. We found him. We found him, everybody. He's out in a field. He's out in a field. I'd like to get these llamas out of here, quite honestly. Although, actually, they said about not being enough food out here. Because this hasn't grown, has it? Okay. So, Carol is looking a bit worse for wear. Frail. She's got some blood loss and that, but she'll be okay. Major risk. Niff. What's going on, Knife? Right lung destroyed. That's not good. Well, we're working on some things. Right. Where we can make... Look! Takes advanced components. Oh, maybe we won't be doing this then. Can we just do prosthetics rather than doing it... Because bionics quite advanced, isn't it? What about just prosthetics? What table do we make those at? Because I think I researched that. And I'm just using the wrong table to make them. I know they're not as good, obviously. But it's better than not having a leg. You know, or... There. So how do we make these? Where do we make these things? What bench do I need to make? Machining. So it'd be here. Oh! And what does it require? 4 components. Wow. Wow. Do we do this instead of food? I don't want to leave these guys without legs before we end the... Before we leave for good. I don't want to leave them without all these legs. I promised them legs. Promised them legs. So, let's have a look here. Who? See, look. That's 1 peg leg right there. I know there's more. I know there's freaking more. I guess it's part of the caravan. Can't tell. This is long-winded. Two. Three. We need 3 of them. That is a lot of components, isn't it? That is a lot of components. It's all our components. It's all our components. I guess we'll be doing it though. There's a cat meowing. She's so not bionic. Jeez. So But I promised them legs. I promised them legs. No arm for Zuki then, just legs. No, we'll do arms, but we'll do the legs first, because that's going to take all the components that we have, and then we'll look at legs. And I think we can do the thing in case they're deaf. I don't think anybody's deaf though, but we could have a look at that. No, we'll definitely get her arm, given that she is also, right, the surgeon. She's only got one arm. You know, she's like the drummer from Def Leppard. A new quest has become available. It is called Paid Heatwave. Okay, a machine persona in an orbiting ship wants to perform some planetary experiments. However, if she carries out her experiment, a heat wave will bake the area around Bumbleton for 7.2 days, harming crops and possibly killing people or animals in the uncooled areas. We can't do this. She is concerned about getting in trouble with the ethical review board. Is there one? Is there really an ethical review board in Rimworld? I don't believe that. That's a lie. And is asking for your consent. No. No. Unfortunately, I can't tolerate that. I need these crops. I need these crops. I'm not even kidding. Here's everybody. They're back. She needs her go juice. Otherwise, we're all pretty good. Ethical review board. Yeah, in Rimworld. Have you ever heard of such a laughable thing? Also, right, Frontier, the people that make zoo and park games, right, have released a game called Stranded recently, which looks to be like a 3D Rimworld, right? Rimworld, but in the sort of style of your Planet Coaster or your, right? Which sort of initially sounds pretty cool, but one, it's made by Frontier, which means it will lack a lot of things. And then there's other things that they would have had to have removed, because imagine the Sims style of Rimworld, right? Think of the things that you can do in Rimworld and then imagine that in a game with that kind of graphics. Rimworld can get away with a lot because of its graphics, right? It's... You hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? So there's lots of stuff they would have had to have removed for that. There's lots of things they'll remove because they're not the best. And then Frontier games are not the best. They're a bit lacking. They rely on the players to create all their content for them. That's what they do. You do all their work for free. Yeah. It was originally banned in Australia. I'm not surprised. Rimworld was originally banned in Australia. I am not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Australia's wrong. Is it unbanned in Australia now? Is it better now, or is it still banned over in Australia? So our 3D version will go down well. I think they'll have to remove all that stuff because it just makes it worse, doesn't it? So I don't think Stranded would have all the sort of the good nuances of the game. You know, it'll lose so much of what makes Rimworld of, you know, living on the rim. It's the freedom to do anything, and that sort of makes it compelling, right? So I don't know. I mean, maybe we should check it out at some point. I hope it's unbanned because I'd be doing a crime. Be doing a crime. I mean, maybe we should check it out at some point. But I suppose there's a part of me that thinks if I'm going to invest time into a colony sim like Rimworld, I'd rather just play Rimworld. You know? I'd rather just play Rimworld. And the fact that it's made by Frontier is really off-putting to me. So, it's a big draw for a lot of people, I would imagine, which is why I'm telling you about it. Check out Stranded. It might be your thing. But I'm just not sure. Unless they gave me a free copy, and I'm not going to ask for one, and they're not going to offer it, so can't see it happening, because you know it's going to be really expensive. You just know that stuff's going to be super expensive. So how do we do stuff with the growth fat? We insert a person into the growth fat. They will age 20 times as fast as normal. Oh, right. So is it that we still have to... Oh, no. Insert embryo. How do we get embryos? Implant an embryo into the growth fat. After gestation for 9 days, a fully formed baby will be produced by the vat, hopefully in good health. How do we get an embryo? Do we have to build a thing? Or can we extract... Do we use this to get embryos? Or this just to get genes? Is there a different type of thing? Biotech. What's in here? So this is all the mech stuff, look. This is all the mech stuff. Yeah, it's unbanned. The devs pointed to the proof that the downside of the drugs is something the game relies on, and the board allowed it. It was a drug issue, was it? Not the cannibalism. It was the drugs. Okay. I thought it'd be the cannibalism. Maybe they didn't know that you could eat people in the game. Better not tell the Australian board that. But now it's an R18 plus. Yeah, I mean that's fine, isn't it? That's fine. Yeah, how do we get embryos? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, cannibalism, fine. But drugs, absolutely not. Sure, okay, sure. And with that, should we take a break? And also, need to research fertility. And then do an operation to remove the egg. Research. Fertility. Research. Fertility. Have I done it? And because I'm not looking at the green and I don't see it. So maybe I've already done fertility. Oh no. There it is. Look at all this stuff. Oh my goodness. God, Biotech was rammed with stuff, wasn't it? Gonna need more power. Gonna need more power, peeps. Well, we'll get on that. Yoshi'll have that done in no time. Alrighty, what's the food situation like? How we Okay. We don't wanna lose track of the food situation, do we? No, we don't. Maybe we'll come and take... He's on his own now. Maybe we'll do this. Get it done. You know, why not? And then we'll speed up to get this research in. I think some of the prosthetics will be good to go. Need to keep an eye on Smelly. See, look, she's in her 3rd trimester. Her withdrawal is at 49%. Right. Wow, she's in a bad way. Alright. I'm assuming this is why she needed rescuing, right? It's not the pregnancy, is it? It's got to be the addiction. I don't know how this is going to affect the birth. I'm a bit worried about it, quite honestly. You know? A bit worried about it. What are we going to do? There's nothing we can do. Just see it through. Just help her through it all, really. Okay, good. Lovely. That's that done. You got a little bit hurt there and are going to... You need some meds. So, go and deal with that. You can go. Will you be up for taking that? Excellent. Excellent. There we go. Bit more food. Bit more food. So, this research, we're doing the fertility research. Nitro's on it now. We've also got Yoshi on backup because we've got a couple of research tables here, so that's good. We have... Is this the first? Oh, look, we've got one leg. Alright, Zuki needed a leg. Yeah, she also needs an arm. We will do that, we will. Promises, promises. First of all, though, Operations. Now it's a right leg. You have to get that right, you know. So we need to do... install... Yeah, see, look, we could install the leg on the left. We'd be removing a perfectly good leg for that. Let's not do that. Let's do the... I've forgotten. The right leg. And let's get her some meds for that. Yeah. And then... with that done, I think Todd is the best doctor to do it. So Zuki, if you... Oh, it says it's preserved by somebody else. We've got the old hospital. Right, Todd. Come and do this. Prioritise the operation of installing her prosthetic leg. Thank you. That'll be one leg installed. Do we get a bit of wood back? Do we get the wood back? Do we get one wood from this operation? Titties and beer. Hello, welcome. Hi. Pleased you can make it. We're going to install her leg. I want the wood back. Okay, so he's got the leg. Right, we've got a second leg here as well, look. So, second leg is up. Who needed it again? Who needs a leg? Who needs a leg? Where are they? They are here. Okay, we do have another doctor. Patchy. Don't hunt the rat. Could you come and tend to them? Thank you. Fane is fine. Meteorite. Gold ore. Hells yeah. So, we've got Galvan as well for a right leg. They like losing the right ones. Well, they probably don't like losing it. But that's the one they're losing. And then there was another leg. Niff. What one? Right. It's the right again. Always the right. And just to be absolutely doubly sure, no other legs. A lot of destroyed parts, right? So, there we are. Look. She's got her leg. She's got her leg. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Soon we'll get her an arm and all. It's going to be amazing. Look at this. Let's put out some mining orders on that bad boy. Why not? There's boomalope. Well, it's not boomalope, is it? It's the boom rat, which gives us hardly any meat at all. 31. That's 3 mils. Again, better than a poke in the eye. You know, it's always worth remembering that. I know. Before you complain about something, say, but would I prefer a poke in the eye? Wait out that way. Because I reckon most of the time you'd rather put up with what you got. And in this case, it's a boom rat and masses of gold. Look at all this gold we've got here, actually. At this rate, we could make a gold statue. Maybe we should do some royalty. No, I'm not doing royalty. I'm not doing royalty. Oh, look. Gavin's getting hers. Todd's doing a fantastic job. An eye patch. I wish we could make an eye patch. Why can't we make eye patches? And then I'd like to see them wearing the eye patch on the, you know, on their little avatars. Why can't we have eye patches? I want eye patches. That would be great. That'd be great. Missing an eye? Eye patch. Clearly. Let's destroy that. Don't need that anymore. So that's you done, is it? You're all good? Excellent. Can't replace the nose. Presumably, though, there's that research, isn't there? I mean, I might be right. This biosculpting, could we put, like, noses back on with that and things? Or is this construct biosculpt pods which can perform various biological alterations to colonists? These are especially important to believers in transhumanism. I mean, maybe we'll research this afterwards just to see what you can actually do with it. You know? Bioregeneration cycle. This cycle heals old scars. Regenerates small lost body parts. This is the one that would do your nose. Like fingers and toes. And cures many of the physical maladies that come with old age. I suppose like an aching back. It's this one here. Bioregeneration. Wow. That's nuts. Well, we'll wait for that. We'll wait to do that with ideology, right? We'll do that with ideology, I reckon. That is so cool. That is so cool. I'm really, really pleased. So what else have we got going on here? How are you doing after all that? You've been patched up. Fantastic. You've got your leg. Fantastic. Zuki's up and about. Zuki's up and about. She's absolutely nailed it. Who was the other one? Niff. Where is he? He's got his peg leg as well. No, he hasn't. Oh, he's got his peg leg. No, that's it. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Because we're still making the... Where is it? It's unfinished. Why is it unfinished? You're going to finish it. You're not going to finish it. Let's do the arm. Let's add the bill for the arm. Yeah, we just want one of those, don't we? I think it's just one arm that we're after. Now, given that this is an arm for the surgeon, maybe really we should invest in the bionic one, but I'm not going to. Because then they would be even better, I think, at surgeries than if they just had normal manipulations. Pretty sure. Cargo pods. Bearskin. Bearskin. Don't want bearskin. We want food. Look how quickly we lose all the food. I could go and hunt all those boar. Couldn't we? Look at all this stuff. Right. Does this buck really need 3 does? Really? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, let's deal with that. Up you get, everybody. Everybody get up. Just overwhelming firepower. Blarla. What do you mean, don't forget about her? What do you mean? Blarla. Here we go. Everybody, let's get... What? Smoke leaf plant died. Jesus. Right, are we ready? They've seen better days. Sanika's seen better days. She's like, do I have to do this? Is this necessary? It's just a dough. Well, yeah, but what if they all attack? Yeah, right. We'll go with the 1. How much is it? 108 meat. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. I hate doing it, but these things, you know. Let's cancel that. Let's cancel that. Got a lot of people. This was supposed to be for children only. Now it's just like a big barracks. It's all gone a bit Pete Tong. This research is almost done though for fertility, so that we can, because I really want to see what this is like. I know though that we have to do. We could do baby food for this. Maybe that's the way forwards. Maybe we should do the baby food. Because I seem to recall the baby food not being too bad to make. You know? So, if we did like... I don't know how many we'll need. So if we did just that for now... Oh look, I already had one on there. Get that in stock. See how that goes. Right. How is Smelly doing? How long do you think we've got before she goes into labour? And is she going to be able to do this? And let's put meds on for her. In fact, what we might do is go to the what's it called? Glitter World. That's it. Meds. Just because I don't know. I just don't know, man. I'm concerned. I'm concerned for Smelly. Okay. Is anyone else concerned for Smelly? I'm concerned. I am. Okay. My monitor's dusty. Whenever I turn this light on for the stream, I can see all the dust on my monitor. I make it sound really bad. It's not that bad. It's not caked in dust. But I am aware of some dust on my screen. So, are we going to get back to the research? We're quite close. Yes, she? Oh, wait, look. Lifter's back up. Hold on, Lifter. Lifter's out and about for a bit. Okay. Oh. Oh, let's hunt that. The rain will come eventually. Hopefully, before it burns down the entire forest. You know? That'd be nice. Anything else out here? Look, they still haven't hunted that rat. Oh, when it rains, maybe we could get this boom rat. Particularly as it's hovering around close to the base and whatnot. Wow. So we've killed one and now they're surrounded by fire. Randy, you might want to make it rain soon. Randy! Make it rain. She's feeding her, that's good. That's good. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some more plasteel, didn't we? So we could probably make another... We could probably make another one of these. Oh, it needs components. The components thing is a nightmare. Well, I need masses of components for limbs right now. Oh, they're researching, The flash storm is over. We made the baby food. That was 40 baby food. Surely that'll last a while, would it not? And the crops must be coming in soon. The fertility is done! Right, what will... I probably won't do this though, it's all ideology, so we probably won't worry about it. Right. Biotech. Oh, it's not in here. It's not in here. Misc. Power. What's it in? Where is it all? Misc. It's not in Misc. Where is it all? That sounds like a fire really close, isn't it? Randy? Make it rain. Where are the things? So it's not in here. It must be in here. No. Don't see it there. But we did the thing. Should have unlocked. Where does all this go? It says biotech. These are all items. It's this. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Production. You know, producing embryos. No. Misc. No. It's not in biotech. I'm so very confused. Am I blind? Probably. Security. No. Floors. Why would it be in floors? I don't know. Power? What? Where is it? Can anyone see it? I want to make that. So this is this... Maybe it's not something we build then. So what is it? You do a surgery. Oh, that's it, is it? Oh, it's just a new surgery option. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good, right. So, who though? What about... Fane. What about Fane? Oh, we freaking love Fane. Don't we? We're big fans of Fane. Look at Fane! Right. Randy? I'm getting a little bit concerned. Yeah, maybe we could do this with Fane. What do you think? Do we like the idea of Fane? Here it is! Okay. Extract ovum from for IVF. Look at this. Extract the ovum into a storage capsule. It can then be fertilized by a man and finally implemented into a mother to start a pregnancy. So now it says it goes where? Not into here. Where did it say it went? Oh, no. A storage capsule. And how many components is that going to take, though? Oh, look, they're there. Like, they're threatening. I got all the steel for them and everything. I mean, we went on a big steel collection. Randy, please, can we have some rain? Seriously, though. Are you alright? What happened? Okay, storage capsule. Is that the not on here. Is that the one that they can climb into? No, that would be cryo. What's a storage capsule? Do I have to research something else for a freaking storage capsule? Maybe. Where's Fane? Oh, I can't click on it. Storage capsule. Into a storage capsule. Or maybe it just puts it in there automatically when I do the operation. You know? Let's find out. Let's do it. We are going to do this on Fane. I've decided. I'll give her the meds. Don't worry. I've lost... Where's she? Do that. Fire's getting mighty close. Randy, please. Oh, Alex Pave, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to our lovely peeps. Randy, though, I really need some rain. This is a long old break between the thunderstorm and the rainstorm. It's a big old break, isn't it? It's too much fire to put out, Ruby. It's too much fire to put out. The rain will come. It's just every now and then he likes to make it so that the rain takes forever. Because that's Randy. So, here we are. She's lying on some trousers. Now Zuki, yeah. Okay. I prefer Zuki doing it, but that's fine. Who shall we impregnate? Carol, maybe. No, is Carol quite old? Yeah. Galvin. She's 14. It's a bit questionable, isn't it? I mean, maybe we put it back into Fane, because Fane's 16. But the thing is that Fane is really good at the old fighting. or more sort of the shoots. So I kind of want her battle ready. Right. There it is! There it is! Right, choose a man to fertilise this ovum to create an embryo. The embryo can then be implanted in a mother to start a pregnancy or in a growth vat. That's what we want to do, the growth vat. So actually it doesn't matter who I'm going to implant it to. I want to do in the growth vat. The biological parent of the resulting child will be the woman who provided the ovum and man who fertilised it. Right, okay, so she is going to be the mother. Who? We've always been quite keen on Louis. Maybe not though. Wow, he's super old. Okay, knife. And we'll get some traits from him as well. And he's pretty cool. Right? Look, he's got some stuff going on. Could be quite exciting. Right? No. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Okay, anyway, let's just ignore that. Oh, okay, what? You're on fire. She's on fire. Stop, drop and roll. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to get a barrier going. Gonna have to get a barrier going. Don't let it get this far. What are you doing, Nitro? You're just going to walk into fire? Weirdo. Yeah, so I'm thinking knife could be interesting, right? Yeah, so how do we do that? So we come here, fertilise, knife. Oh, they must be at least 14. There we go. Knife, okay. Good. So knife's going to come and do his thing. Let's not watch that. Like, he's put on his hat for the occasion. We're gonna watch that. Okay, good. Right, and then we want to insert this. Oh, look, we can inspect the genes. What are we getting? Anti-toxic lungs. Unattractive. A gaunt head. Dark reddish hair. They could go slate grey or reflect sunlight like I do. Poor cooking skills and poor artistic skills. Right, but they might be a beast with a gun or a knife. Okay, so we're going to insert this into the growth vat. How's it going, everybody? They're all going to be exhausted. Just constantly fighting the fire. Randy, can we have some rain, for crying out loud? So it's... Who does this? Oh, look, it even lists it here, etc., etc. Fantastic. A human embryo which can be implanted in a mother to create pregnancy. So, for example, we had that couple, didn't we? Turns out they didn't get on very well. And they ended up hating each other. But when they were together, they couldn't get pregnant. So I wonder if we could do IVF with that mother, if that would have worked. I don't know. I suppose it wouldn't have really mattered because it takes the parents from who created the embryo, right? So here comes the nutrients. So how much did Lifter just put in? The whole 40. And we got 2 nutrients. Oh no, we're never going to be able to do this. We're never going to be able to do this, are we? How far does 2 nutrients go? Probably not very. Right. Could you... How do we... Cannot enter growth vat. I don't want you to enter it. I want... When is something going to go... When are we going to put that in it, though? Who's going to do it? Alright, insert a person into the growth vat. No. Who's going to do this? Who's going to do the embryo insertion? Does it have to be a medical person? Does it have to be full? One nutrition is a full belly. But 40 baby food? It's like 2 days worth of food then. Really hungry. Takes a lot of nutrients. How do we get this actually in there? Because I've asked it to do it and nobody's putting it in. Nobody's doing it. Can't select that one. And then embryo. It says embryo selected. But I can't seem to make it occur. Which is weird. Also, we're losing power. We're actually losing power. We could probably turn all this off now because I'm not really doing anything with this now. We've played with this, right? We played with this. Oops. So let's save power on it all. There we are. Rock. Could you... Yeah. Oh, you can't... Is that you can't... No. Is that you can't reach these? Gene bank is forbidden. I forbid it instead of turning it off. Plum. Well, we've sort of redirected the fire, haven't we? We have sort of redirected the fire. We've got this bit here. If we could get that out. It is decimating the forest. Somehow this rabbit survived. And that one. A little patch of grass. Look at that. Well done, bunny. He's a clever little bunny. So we sort of redirected the fire. There goes that. Ambrosia farm. How do we get this in there? Does Fane have to do it because it's hers? No. So it's got 2 nutrients in it and it's draining all the power. They haven't actually put it in there. Embryo selected. Does it have to, do we have to fill up the nutrients so far, do you think, before we can pop it in there? You know, that we need to pump it full of nutrients before we're actually allowed to put the embryo in there so that the embryo effectively can't fail. But then again, if there was a power cut, it would fail. So what does that matter? Give me what I want. Click on a colonist, then on the IVF to hail it. I did, but nothing happens. Whenever I tried to click on here, there's I can't do anything with it. If I click on it, you can see that it's selected to be inserted. But I can't seem, there's no options coming up for that. And the options come up for this. It says the embryo's been selected, but cannot enter because I don't want to put the person in there because it's earmarked, right? Cannot fill the growth vat because there's no food. So I think it is a food thing. No, the right click brings no options with it. There's no right options on it. That's what I mean when I'm selecting the... So I've got her. If I that's my right click, nothing. If I do the left click, it just selects it. But I think it is a food issue. I think it is a food issue. Okay. Yeah, I say I've not done it before either. I've not done it before neither. We'll learn together. We'll learn together. But yeah, I think it might be food. The food is we're struggling a little bit with the food. I thought though I'd asked them to make some more baby food. Maybe that's what Fane's doing here right now. So we'll see, won't we? I'll start filling it up with baby food. And maybe you have to hit sort of so many nutrients before it lets you put the embryo in. You know, it wants to make sure that you've got enough nutrients to do the job. So they're harvesting some food, which is nice. So now no food. Lifter, we saw Lifter putting food. Oh, Louis. Yeah, so Louis is now hauling this food to the growth vat. Because we saw Lifter doing it earlier. Interesting, right? Just keep all that away from the base. So we're going to have no forest. No forest. This is the first time I've had one of those dry thunderstorms and then there's been no rain to follow it, ever. It's never happened. It's a first for me. Thank goodness all the farms and that are on this side, right? We've made a prosthetic leg, everybody. So we now have 4 nutrients in there. We need more food, I think. Here comes another one. So far 80 food's gone in there. She's making more of these. So who is it that needed the prosthetic leg? I think we've already arranged that operation. We were just waiting for the leg, right? I think so. Was it Patchy? No. Who was it? You. They can now have their operation. Yay! Knife. Knife is going to become a father soon, but also... Oh, he was in here ready for it. Actually, that's a better place to have it. To be fair, that is actually a better place for the wandering. So, she can now come and do this operation. Yeah. What? What? It's reserved by Todd. No. Todd, you go and cook. I want the best surgeon. So I think that will be all the legs. And next is the arm to be made. Yeah, which again, I think needs this component here to be complete. It's got 49 work left. So I think we need this to be complete and then we'll be able to make the arm for Zuki. Because again, we've got a one-armed surgeon. She's very good, given that she has one arm. She is magnificent, really, really. So we now have 6 food in here. Still not enough food. What number do we have to get to? Let's make another baby food. Hopefully all this will come in soon. But yeah, see this is all ready to be harvested. Guess they've been doing this stuff in here. If we do can we have like potatoes and things? Can you get on that? These all look good to harvest. These look good to harvest as well. They are. We've got so many farmers. Like, what the actual... Oh, no, hang on a minute. Oh, no, it's not. I lied. I looked at the wrong thing. I lied! My fault. I lied. Stop it. I was looking at the growth rate, right? Not the grown amount. Absolute tool. Good. So, more baby food has been made. We've got rain, I know, yeah. Randy really pushed that one, didn't he? Randy really pushed that one. Look what's happened. That's half the map. Destroyed by fire. Now might be a good time to come and get you. Also, let's hunt this rat when anybody cares. I think we do have... Yeah. Surge. So that's more baby food. It's just gone in. It says 8 nutrients. Right. The no food thing has disappeared. He's just taken the wood away. We do get the wood back. Fantastic. You do get the wood back when you remove a peg leg. That is beautiful. Where's Fane? Here she comes. It's amazing. Oh, hang on. There's one there. Wow, Fane. That was shocking. That. Why can't you haul? What's wrong here? Right, Fane, there's another one down here. Do you know what? We could put a mine order on this as well, but where's it going to go? Like, we've got so much steel. Yeah, I know, yeah. That's why we're doing it in the rain. I only go boomerlope or boom rat hunting in the rain. It's, when it's raining, it's boom season. Hell yeah. Do you know what, though? I haven't seen a boomerlope in ages. I think we ravaged the land of boomerlope a long time ago. So all we've got left are these boom rats. Are they coming immediately? Where are they? 2 locations. Oh, there's a lot of them. Fane! Stop what you're doing! Fane might not make it. Fane may not make it. Do not... Oh, don't hold fire. Again, I'm doing the wrong one. Have you noticed? Right. Turn all these on. You... You're sedated. So, probably not. Run, Fane. Freaking run. I don't think Fane's going to make this. We should probably save. We've got our garden of socks. We've got a couple of graves, haven't we? We've had a few kidnaps. Okay, she is going down. Fane, please focus on getting back. Where is the one that breathes fire? It's you. Okay, we're going to have to send her aid. What have we got here? It's very dark here. I suppose that's kind of the point. Who's quick? Who's quick? Is it in here? I wish there was a quick way of finding this out. There. Hang on. There is a way. Movement speed. 353. It's not too bad. Right. How quick are you, Todd? Not as quick. Caravan? You've got a knife, and to be honest, you're quite quick. They are melee attacking. You two quite quick. Right, get down there right now. Because Fane's in trouble. Fane is in trouble. Okay. And... guns can't really see the screen. It's very, very dark. It's gonna be worse when this goes out on YouTube. YouTube makes everything so dark. Okay, where's Fane? Fane? Right, Fane, 95% bleeding, no immediate danger. Okay. Come in. You two, come in here. Are you gonna kidnap her? Come straight down here. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Do not get waylaid by these clowns. Right. Okay, I think they're fleeing, but we... Come on. Okay. Okay, you're still unwaveringly loyal. That's okay. You've got 5 hours to live. We can harvest. I think we need a lung. That's right. That's right. Get out of it. Her gun. Her gun. Thank goodness it's still raining after all that fire. Stand down. Stand down. We're okay. We're okay. Let's turn all this off. We did it. We did it. We're okay. All is well. Maybe Lifter can take these bodies away. I don't want to lose Fane either, Ruby. I can't bear it. You've moved over. Looks livelier here. Oh, you're on Twitch. You're on Twitch. You should be able, in the Twitch chat, you should be able to see if anybody posts on YouTube. You should be able to see it in Twitch. There should be integration. You know, there should be. So it doesn't matter where you talk from. We should all be able to see each other. Yeah. So if you talk in Twitch, everybody in YouTube can still see what you're saying and vice versa. And me too, I can see both channels as well. Yeah. And although I do get more viewers on YouTube because I am a YouTuber. I prioritise that. Oh, he's back. He's not going to make it. He is not going to make it. I forgot. It's a shame, because we could really do with... I'm pretty sure we need a lung. What if I just went straight in with the operation? Let's check. Is it a lung that we need? I'm pretty sure it is. If we went straight in with the operation, we might be able to whip it out. I don't think it's Fane. Though Fane does need tending to. Where is Fane? She's still being rescued. Pretty sure we need a lung. Right lung. Knife doesn't have a lung. It's missing one. Yeah. So I wonder if we could do that. Lung. Remove tongue. Oh, we need to be specific about this. Which one do you want? The right lung. We need the right lung. The right lung. Let's go the best meds. Operation. Actually, you probably have the other meds on you, don't you? Go normal. Go normal. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm pretty sure you have the meds on you. No, she is absolutely... Uh-oh. Zuki moves much faster now. Now she's got her leg, have you noticed? Zuki's been the slowest person for the longest time. And now, wow, can she move? Is she... Her movement's just so much better. I'm not used to her being that quick. Get the lung out. Get the lung out. Get the lung out right now. Get that lung! Before he dies. Oh no, I don't think he's going to survive. I mean, he's not going to survive. What I mean is I don't think he's going to survive long enough. He's not surviving. Come on, get the lung out. Get the lung out. Got less than an hour. I don't think we're going to do it. Come on, Zuki. Come on. Oh no, 0.6 of an hour left. It's going to be a photo finish. Got half an hour. You've got half an hour. Less than half an hour. Come on, Zuki. Come on, Zuki. 0.3. 0.2. 9 seconds. I think we got the lung. And I think now she's trying to tend to him, but he's going to die. 1 second. Death. Right, okay. But we've got the lung. Yes! Okay, we've got the lung. Knife! I'm not going to leave you without it. Right lung. Right lung. Right lung. Let's see. Install right lung. Best meds. Good. Where is he? It sounds like somebody's smashing something up, doesn't it? Can you hear that? Oh, she's lost her mind. Oh, she's having a tantrum. And she's going to destroy the gene processor. I mean, we don't need it anymore. But maybe I should stop her. Right, Fane's going to die if nobody does anything. Right, Todd, can you prioritise tending to Fane? Also, Nitro, could you come and try and arrest her, please? She's going to have to sit in a room with a body. Zuki. So, then Knife. Where's Knife? Knife. Right. I don't think she can make it to here, can she? No. Knife's going to have to come here. And then Zuki. Thing is, this is a really bad place for us to be doing the operation. There's no vitals monitor. There's no sterile floor. There's no decent hospital bed. Maybe we should just wait. Get Fane out the way. You know? Get Fane out the way. You just didn't know I did the lives here. Yes, yeah. I always prioritise YouTube. It is my home. Absolutely. My home. I will always be here on YouTube. I did used to have partnership with Twitch a long time ago. I gave it up because they have a lot of nonsense in their terms and conditions. But I've turned on affiliate now, even though I think I might be breaking some rules of theirs. They're very elitist over at Twitch. They don't like you doing stuff with your own content. But I figured if they turn off my affiliate, I don't care. You know, as long as everything's okay here on YouTube, eh? So Fane, how are you? Are you a bit better now? Could you, Fane, potentially recover in here? And then if we get knife in here, there's no doctor. They're a doctor. What? I want you to rest here for your operation. You would do it in there. What do you mean, no doctor? Which I mean, she's asleep. So, does that matter, really? Really? Would you like to clean up all this blood then, at least? Because there is a lot of blood around, isn't there? Oh, Nitro, would you like to go? And, oh gosh, she's going to not make it at all. Have we got some low level? Do you know what? She doesn't. It's just a stab. We could get one of the not so good doctors, which I think is Patchy, who's still a good doctor, just not one of the best. Patchy, could you deal with them? There's also a dead body here. Oh, I accidentally paused it. There's a dead body in here. Surge, could you take this away? Thanks. Thanks. And then maybe even that one, I don't know. But certainly the one in the jail cell. Oh, knife's here! Knife's here! Right, okay. Suki. Let's get him his lung! We're going to get him his lung. I'm really happy. I don't want to say goodbye to this base without trying to leave my peeplings, you know, good, right? Look! They put the embryo in! So it is a matter of getting enough nutrients in there, and it looks like a little babby too. So it is a matter of getting it filled with nutrients, and then they will just put the embryo in. So we learnt something. Have I played Starmancer? I have not. I've heard of it though, but I have not. Look, look, look. We can see the little embryo in there. Birth quality 70%. Not too bad. Embryo, Fane and knife. Do we need to add more food to it? I don't know. What we'll do is we'll create a couple more baby food just to make sure I suppose we're all right with that. He's getting his lung. I was really upset when his lung was destroyed. So this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Yeah. Oh, if Fane had been kidnapped, her future son-daughter could have gone on an epic quest to find her. Absolutely. Is that possible? In the, if we started to sort of hit bases by that particular faction, is there a chance that we could find Fane again? And can we kidnap her back? And would she be enslaved? Or would she have defaulted and then we have to risk sort of killing her in order to seize her and bring her back to... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's because that never used to be a thing, but lots has changed. Maybe it is now. You need a ton of baby food. 6 nutrients per day for 9 days. That is. I don't think we're going to be able to achieve it. Ooh. Anything we could sell? Not really. Maybe we could sell one of these. One of these. I don't really like them, so we want to keep that. Should we get rid of the great bow? We've got a masterwork one. We could get rid of that one. I've got a feeling a bunch of our peeplings dropped weaponry, so I don't want to sell things too easily, though that can go. We've got 2 of those. We don't need 2 of those. That can go. Yeah, that might be alright. Bit of cash, innit? Bit of cash. Okay. Good. We should have started harvesting the food. So this is the last prosthetic that we need. Then we can actually see about getting some hydroponics in. I'd like to get some. We're not going to get loads. But it would be nice to have some, wouldn't it? Doing the old potatoes and rice. Because I've been wanting my hydroponics for the longest time. To end the series without hydroponics, without a single one, would be rubbish. I want to adhere to my promises as best I can. But the embryo situation, I don't know if we're going to be successful with it at all. You know? I don't know if we are. What? We'll give it a jolly good try. I suppose we could just say anything, couldn't we? The thing is they might... Not that. God, you can just feed it blood. The thing is, we're going to lose all of our food like this. Do you know what I mean? We're just going to lose everything like this. Hay! We need that for the animals. We'll see how we get on. I've got a feeling we're just going to start pumping everything into this. I don't know how feasible this is. He's got his lung! He's got his lung. He's sedated at the moment, but he has his lung. This is great. Yeah, see, look, we've just shoved a meal in there. Yoshi's just shoved a meal in there. Oh, I'm really worried about it. We've got the rains back. Now we don't have fire everywhere. We've got more rain than we can shake a stick at. Have you noticed that? It's ridiculous. They're pulling in the food. They're pulling in the food. And here we go. What the build's left on, right, keep making those components. We can make 1 hydroponic. We're gonna frickin' do it. Now, what are they in? Oh god, here we go. Production, surely. Yes. Hydroponic. And look all the steel we've got. It was, you know, all ready to go. What was that? About knife? Can I not... How do you rotate these? Oh. Like this. Why won't it go there? What's... Terrain. I thought this was the bad terrain here. Okay, floors. If I put wooden floors there, or do I need to put the bridge in? I thought I'd... Because these are bridges here. Oh. No! Is it not here? Structures. Bridge? No. Because the bridge requires terrain that supports... Yeah, so all this is fine. So what, if I put in, say, a wooden floor here... Could I then put the thing in? Don't know. I do not know. What could we add to our food stores? There was some boar. Do you know what? Ambrosia binge. Yeah, alright. Although saying that, maybe we should bring the ambrosia in here. Right. We should probably get a beacon in there so we can sell some of this stuff. Right. Louis. Now I want to haul this. What do you mean there's no store for it? I've just freaking created it. There's space there. There's freaking space there. Is somebody already taking it? Okay, well, Serge is having that then. She's wandering. Now, if I arrange to let her go, because she's our prisoner at the moment, which we don't really want, if I just release her, will she just come back to the base like and behave like a normal person? Right, so we've put some wood there. No. Hydroponic basin requires terrain that supports medium. But how do I make it? How can I change that out? I don't know. We've got 2, yeah we do. Saying that, we should probably get some more power going, shouldn't we? Mind you, the batteries are full, actually. The batteries are full. I suppose with all this wind and rain, we've had quite a lot of wind power. The arm is still in production, okay. Okay, well, we've got 2 hydroponics, right? We can make 1 rice, one spuds. It'll be fine. What is this? Okay. Boyden. Their people need help to prepare a ceremony. He is asking you to lend 6 colonists, 13 years old or older, to serve him for 15 days. Tell you what, it'd solve the food problem, wouldn't it? He will send a shuttle. We could do it for goodwill and get rid of a bunch of colonists for a bit. Right? Because we could... I mean, we need to keep Carol, but we could send these 3. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, right? 6 less mouths to feed. Exactly, Billin. That's what I'm thinking. So we could send these 3 and Rock. I suppose we could send Serge and Galvin. Let's do it for goodwill. Get them out of here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? It's less people to feed. And right now, that could be amazing. We've done the honour thing. I don't really understand the honour thing. I need to look that up more. Because we've got some... Why would I harvest more of this? But I'm gonna. We've got some... Look, he's a yeoman in the Fallen Empire, you see. I don't really know what that means, if anything. Look at our little embryo. What if you can't choose the colonists and they 6 go randomly? Then I guess that's what's happening. I would imagine you could choose it. Be yeah, Randy is tricking you. Do you think that's what it is? Oh, I didn't think about the Randy element. Oh, Randy. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to choose. India, get in shuttle. Bear, get in shuttle. Jaeger, get in shuttle. Rock, get in shuttle. Galvin, get in shut. Surge. Damn it. Go and binge on their ambrosia. I need everybody else. What does Nitro do with his day? Nitro could go. Bye. Bye. We're trying to grow a baby, which means we can't feed you people. Baby more important. Bye. Go and eat their food. That's it. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 6 colonists, yeah. Do you want to get in there? Just for poops and giggles. So set to load. How do we... I want it to go. Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 5. Who are we missing? Nitro. There we go. Yes! Yes! Quite pleased about that. We couldn't get her out. We could have... we need to release... Do we have... Now it's like, but do we have somebody to do that? And do we have somebody to do that? Yeah. 15 days. Will they come back if they accidentally die in some war? They won't accidentally die in some war. That's not how this works. Don't say stuff like that. But I have sent, I guess, the people I can afford to lose, right? You know, I've sent the people that I'm okay with saying tatty bye to. Should we inspect baby genes? Strong immunity, heat tolerance, strong melee damage. They're robust, heavy draw, heavy brow, standard body, fat body, shady, sandy blonde hair, skin color, and poor intellectual. Wow, poor intellectual with Yoshi being the father. That is impressive. So how is she doing? We've not checked up on her in a while, and things are pretty bad over here. Right, her addiction is... Her withdrawal is at 62%. She's bedridden. She's not hungry or anything. Someone's organs were harvested. Yeah, but now Knife is all better again. Surely that outweighs what we did in that prison cell that time that we don't talk about. That thing we did that time. You know, now he's all good again. Look, breathing 100%. Fantastic. Surely you're happy for Knife, no? No? Oh my goodness. Serge, that is a lot of ambrosia to get through. He's just straight in the drug cupboard all the time. Oh, I know. Shall we try? It might be too late because he's already on the binge. But Serge. Right. Where... how do I do this again? Serge. Serge. You're already on the smelly thing. Right, so he's not supposed to be in here. So I think once they're already on the binge, it's too late type thing. Right. Because he's not supposed to be going in the cupboard. He's not supposed to go in that cupboard. Are you, Serge? You're not supposed to go in that cupboard because you're a naughty boy. Yeah, you are. You're a naughty boy. I hear fire. When did this start? No! Okay. When did that frickin' well start? Unbelievable. Oh, we're gonna have no forest left at this rate. I'm not surprised. Well, when he's better, he won't be able to get in that cupboard anymore. So, and then he'll have terrible withdrawal like we're having with Smelly. Right. How's that embryo? Good. Good. Okay. And we have got food kicking about here. Louis... Yes. I want you to do these. I'm excited, so you have to get on and do them. Right, there's a lot of chicks around. There's a lot of chicks around. Can animals eat it out of the hydroponics? Can people eat out of them? Potato plant. Do you know maybe what we could do is plant some of these? A meaty bioengineered mushroom grown for its nutrient value. It can grow on fungal gravel. Oh, okay. We have to dig out mountains for that, don't we? But only in darkness. Exposing it to any kind of light, including dark lights, will kill it. Fungal gravel. I don't think I've come across any of that. Right. So this is all just soil and stuff and fertile. I imagine you would have to find, like, dig in to somewhere, right? That's going to be in caves and whatnot, right? When they go brr, they ignore anything and do whatever they want. Brr. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. With this thing, yeah. So I read somewhere that does stop them, but I guess it doesn't. Yeah. Here comes the rain. We can get rid of our barrier now. Good. Gene bank needs power. No, it doesn't. What needs power is, well, 1, our little growth vat, and 2, hydroponics. Is anyone going to plant in the hydroponics? They're all too busy. They are all too busy. I don't think that this will grow before the harvest ends. You know, I don't think it will. Oh, excuse me. So I don't think there's probably isn't much point in asking them to replant all this. It's probably a waste of energy. Right? Probably. Do you know what? We'll allow sowing in there. And there, the smoke leaf. Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Ruby. We like to put a wooden wall in front of naughty colonists until they calm down. They would have to be in their room. Do you capture them or something? Because they would have to go into their room. Serge seems to be right now. And comes more ambrosia. Just to make up for everything that he ate. I really want to see what this babby is like. Are we all excited to see the babby? I am. I'm excited. All the beds taken though. All the beds taken. And so who could we pop in here? Whose bed is this? Whose bed is that? I can't read that. Because there's too much stuff. Bare. It's bare. I can see it. Too much stuff over it. Oh, they've gone away, so I can't actually... Oh, they need a bed. Okay. And... Because I can't... They're not here. I sent most of these people away, didn't I? Yeah, Carol could go there, maybe. Carol? Actually, won't they need a crib? They'll probably need a crib, which will be fine. Because we're going to go to Babby, right? I mean, I know we could keep them in there, but the food. It's weird. Fane and Knife are going to have a baby together. in a roundabout way. Right, I want mostly hens here. That's the idea, right? Is that we have hens here to lay lots of eggs. So we've got 2 roosters, but I'm not going to want to keep these roosters because we just want egg-laying hens, really. Nobody's planted in these. Any particular reason? Any particular reason? Why not? Why? Why no? Can I fit? I can't do anything I want to do with this. Okay, we could get a couple more in because we've got a look. Got a thing. There's one being made. Excellent. She's working on this arm, right, for Zuki, which is great. Is anyone going to plant in these? Did we, like, send away our farmer? No. It's Zuki. Cargo pods. Please be food. It is food. Haul. Everybody come and haul food, please. Let's everybody come haul food. Everybody come haul food. What's it like to take care of a baby in Rimworld? I enjoy it. It's nice. We've had great success with the children, actually. Our children seem to be really good that we've had, whether they join the base or, well, all children that have visited have ended up staying because they like it so much. And the baby that was born is now a child and is doing really, really well. I'm concerned about this baby that we've got here with Smelly. You know, I'm hoping this one should be fine. It helps that we sent away 6 people. It's kind of like Randy helped us in that moment so that we have more food for our baby that we're growing. Alright, let's get a... That's not a chop order. Jeez. Hunt order on that. Can you carry all of that, Todd? It's quite a lot of meat. Can you carry all of that? Excellent. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think the game wants us to be able to feed the babbies, doesn't it? I think Randy wants us to feed the babbies, so we'll make sure that we do that. Why are they not planting in here though? It's Zuki, is that? Yeah, it's because you're busy doing that. I'll let her get on with it. Actually, no. Prioritise sowing these. Right, do that. Yeah. Because things grow in the hydroponics really quick. They're great. They are great. And what we'll do is wherever we can't build hydroponics, I guess we'll leave as farmland. Take longer, but at least it's growing something, right? What I would like to do though is remove this wooden floor. We could put... No, that's fine. Actually, the rice in here is fine. She's only done like 1, 1 and 2. Okay. Get on with it, Zuki. I have to really sort of make it a specific click. There we go. There we go. So its growth rate is 280%. Yes. Yes! That's amazing. Is that not amazing? So we can't put the hydroponics quite as we want them. And I've just noticed that the lamp is actually in the wrong place. The lamp is actually in the wrong place. Smelly's in labour. But we can't take the best advantage of that lamp anyway, can we? Do you know what? We could probably put all the hydroponics in here without any hassle. But if I... Oh, God. God, oh, God. Because this is rich, fertile soil. This isn't. This is where the hydroponics should go. And I think I decided that at the time. So, where's Yoshi? Which we should... She's screaming. How do I... I thought there was a way of... Can somebody assist her? I thought, what happened to the assist on this? It was there a second ago and it disappeared. Oh my goodness. I feel like we should bring these people over here. Why is she doing this on her own? Where's the birth thing? It was there a minute ago. It's disappeared. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's healthy. It's a healthy child. Jeez. It came quick. Okay. So the birth quality was 52%. Jeez. So Smelly's age adds 47% quality. Loved one present. He wasn't. I couldn't do the thing. I guess we missed the thing. Indoor, the room and cleanliness, none. Bad health effects, none. Because of course she had all these sorts of problems. Yeah, I probably missed it. I think so. We were going a bit fast. Still, they're healthy. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Okay. We don't want this again, do we? What should we nickname them? Don't know. Randomise. Junior Smelly. Smelly Junior. Smelly Junior. Thank you. Excellent. Right. I would like... Yes, that's it. Come and deal with this. There we go. There we go. He cleaned up the room as well. Well done. 2 babbies. We've got an embryo and a new babby. We're going to need another crib. We are going to need another crib. Don't think we've got any marble, have we? Oh, we do. 46. How many does this need? 25. Brilliant. 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 If we destroyed these, we don't get the component back. Okay. 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 I guess we might as well just carry on then with this. They're not going to fit nice, you know. It's all gone wrong in so many ways. In so many ways, it's gone wrong. Oh well. Oh well. Are we done yet with this? 3 work left. Oh, come on. 3. There's only 3. And then we can give Zuki her arm. She's right on it. She's right on it. Is the baby going to get addicted now? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out, isn't it? I don't know. I'm kind of interested in finding out. Can we... Somewhere safe. Yeah. And they seem fine at the moment. Just tired. But I don't see why they would get addicted, because it's out of the system, right? She hasn't had anything for a very long time. So there's nothing in the system. She's just having withdrawal. But the body is devoid from the drug, so that's the problem. She doesn't have it. She doesn't have the drug. I won't give her the drug. Oh, bulk goods. Yoshi, have you... Yeah, could you... Where are they? Oh. I want to talk to them. I thought there was bulk goods. What happened to bulk goods? Oh, are they coming as a caravan? No, they're... Because that would... That comes up differently when it's a caravan. That's not cricket. There's no bulk good trader here. That was a lie. You don't have to open up the letter. That's... If you do, that's new. Okay. So you're okay. I'm pleased she got through it. Pleased she got through it. You know? A hybrid. I mean, there's no mention of any kind of addictions here. None. Their hunger's through the roof at the moment. They seem to be okay. Seem to be okay. That's good. That's good. You know, we should be potty trained. I mean, I assume so. I don't know. I don't know. And then presumably this, yeah, needs light. We can't have light at night. Oh, they are. Oh, they are. They are. I thought it came differently, but that's okay. Let's have a look here. You know. Let's take a gander. Look at all these clothes. I don't know what I can and can't sell from all this. It's too complicated. Wow. Now, we could sell a chick. Because they're male. Don't want them. Okay. Let's see here. What else could we sell? They've got a bunch of food, but we don't have loads of money. We're not cash rich. It's just, we'll have to see what we can sell first. And we don't want to sell any of our food. You know. Maybe we could sell 100 of our patch leather. Okay. Is my num not locked on? It is. What's... Why? Why can't I? Oh, is it because I didn't have the thing? So does that work? Maybe we could sell 200 of... Oh my Christ. Sell 200 of that. Right. Get rid of all that. They've got quite a lot of cash. We want it. Keep the alpaca wool. Do you know what? We could sell a bunch of that alpaca wool. I was going to make a bunch of stuff with it, but we're not going to be here for much longer, so we need some of this. We could sell all the ambrosia. We're way over. We're way over. Okay. 100? 200. Oh, it was the drugs that did it. Okay. Don't want your wood. I probably could take the dye away. Why have we got these gene packs here? Can we reuse them then? Can we reuse gene packs? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I thought we used the gene pack on the Babby. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Have we been making the park? I don't know. Out of weird things, right? Okay. We don't try and get rid of some of this. Just gonna try and get rid of some of this that I'm fairly convinced is not part of what we need. It's difficult to know. Oh, we're going right over though. But maybe we could buy some stuff, right? Because we want to buy some food. So maybe can we buy all of that? Okay. And all of that. And all of that. And all of that. Okay. Okay, let's sell these things. Surely we can do this. Those. Get rid of the bandolier. That. 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 Okay. Are they not running them anymore because they're in the sort of the 50 percentile? Maybe. Poor quality, get rid of it. Poor quality, get rid of it. We're close. We're close. Okay. So anything that's sort of 50-60% we could get rid of, right? So maybe this toque could go. These 26%, 38%, 36%, 50%, 49, 33%, 49%, 2. We're in credits! We've just bought all that food. We've just bought all that food. And cleared out some of that crazy. Oh. Wow. And cleared out a bunch of stuff from here. Right. So let's see about getting everybody up to haul away all this good stuff. All this good stuff. Everybody, you won't do it. Jeez. Everybody, get all this food indoors. Get it in the freezer. We've run out of space, I think. We'll get all that done first. I think we've run out of space. It's really dark. It's really dark. Can you see that? Can you see that? Get all the food in. Let's speed it up again. So they got the chicks. Look. They got chicks. Is that all the food that we could get in? Okay. What's in this? What goes in this one here? Allow fresh. Yeah. Meals? No. Raw. Meat. Well, I guess we're going to have to allow meat in here as well, because we bought a lot of meat. Todd, could you start? Yeah. Like, cooking this stuff up. Go mad. Go mad with it. They still got plenty of nutrients. Just don't stop, Todd. Just keep going, right? We've got a lot to get through. We could probably get some meat storage in here, meat storage in here, meat storage in here. Just get all the meat storage going. Don't know where all the veggies are going to go. Actually, we could turn this on now that the power situation's sorted, and we could make this all meals, right? I forgot about this. We set this up. So if we now turn off all the meals from here, no meals, no meals, no meals, get it out of here, right? And then we could also get some meat here, right? Raw food, which I think includes meat, does it not? Yeah, raw food. Raw food. I'm not supposed to be bringing the raw food in here, but there we are. It's happening. Actually, don't do it with that one. Make this meals as well. 2 for meals. Okay. Serge, could we haul? That's a baby. You haul. Everybody haul! God damn it! Is that chicken eating my meat? Minion Disney fan, welcome. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How are we going? How are we doing, everybody? Have we got? We're gonna get all this food in. This goes from one extreme to the other, doesn't it? Bare cupboards. So I can't get it all in there. How filthy this floor's got. We've sent everybody away that cleans and everything, haven't we? Okay. Serge is now resting. I don't think so. There's too much food to be ignoring. We need to get all this food in here right now. Is this taking meat? No, make it take meat. This has got meals on. Make it take meat. It's no time to get picky. Get all this meat in. Oops, I made him drop that. Don't smell that. Come and take this. Oh. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Feels good. Right, who's the hunter that's lacking a weapon? Serge. Let's get you one, shall we? So, it looks like I might have sold your weapon. So instead, would you like to hunt with an assault rifle? Do you know what? To be honest, the bow's probably going to be better. Let's be honest. The bow's probably going to be better. You know? I reckon. I reckons. This seems to be going okay. So, shall we arrange for some baby food as well? Arrange for some baby food. Yeah. That will be good. Excellent. Excellent. Ah. Good. You can see though, can't you, all the dirt building up? Because I think we've sent people away. Oh, for Christ. They're moving quick. They are moving quick. Right. Here we go then. Let's designate some power to this stuff. And we are going to... a bow and arrow. Brilliant. So this is the problem with sending our people away. I was scared this might happen. The caravan might help us here. They're not attacking immediately, are they? Hopefully the caravan will stick around. Okay, is there anybody else? I mean, Louis, we could change out what you're carrying. Melee. Well, instead, could you just... oh, pick up... oh, hang on. Fane? They're leaving. Of course they are. It's raining. Get the Molotovs out? No. What melee do we have? Nothing, really. Okay, get the assault rifle. What do you do? Would you like to equip this? Right. You... oh. Fane. Okay. It does sound like the caravan are going at it. Caravan's going at it. Have begun their assault. Well, you say that. I think they're a bit busy. Oh, look. Unwaveringly loyal. We could see about getting some more organs. Oh, more organs. Wow, these guns versus these bows. Are you going to do something about that? Maybe we should go and lend some assistance. I mean, they're just... if they're going to be just doing that... oh, they're fleeing. GGB, you're really useful. I mean, they got bow and arrows and they absolutely annihilate them. Didn't they? Wow. Okay, they killed one. You alright, everybody? Does anybody need health? Right? You're going to go in 2 hours. You're going to go in 9 hours. Right? Well, I don't think we can save that person there. I don't think that's going to happen. But this person, we probably could. Right? This person we probably could. I don't think, though, there's any organs we need. So what would be... should we grab a heart, or... do you know what? While we're here, we need to arrange this operation. Right. Right arm. Left. Right. Oh, look, another one of those sprouts. Look, one of those things are sprouted. I don't think we need any other organs, because we can't get eyes, can we? Can we? Don't think so. I don't think we can get eyes. Oh, somebody get that. Let's... so we can move all of this. Okay. Everybody back to work. And then we can also just turn all these off. Did you hear that gunfire? It's probably for that rat. Good job, everybody. You did it. We've got some beer as well, if you want to fight over that. There's other people who are going to come back and they're going to be like, you have beer? Oh man, I picked the worst week to leave. And you had all the food in the world. Oh man. Yeah, so what I wanted to do was check to see if anyone was actually cleaning up this joint. Yeah, we do have people cleaning up. Oh yeah, look. This is looking cleaner. Okay, cool. Cool, okay. Louis. Oh, we're missing the component. Who's making the component? Carol, there she is. She's doing it. So, here we are. Should we? What should we get? We can harvest all sorts of things. Could extract some blood. What should we harvest a heart? Yeah. Just harvest the heart. They don't like they'll live. Suzuki can go and rest. We'll harvest a heart. We can always sell the heart, but you know, we'll see, right? Did you kill the rat? Is that what that was? Was that what that noise was? Oh, they're gone. Okay. Oh, meds coming in. And what's nice about all these meds is we've also got... Actually, it's probably up here in the hospital somewhere, no? Where did we put all that? Did we leave it? We didn't leave it in here, did we? No. Oh, it's here. Yeah, so now with this, we would need to build... It's probably this one. Yeah, we can now make the medicine. Oh, I don't have the cloth. We never have cloth. That's the problem. Do you know what? Have we arranged for the toques to be made out of cloth? Because maybe, yeah, maybe we should be making it out of alpaca wool. You know? The button-down shirt the same. Because the cloth's going to all the wrong things. And we've got masses and masses of alpaca wool. I think the rest is being made out of the patch leather. Except potentially these. So maybe... And we've not been using that, so we won't worry about it. Yeah, okay. So we've got a bunch of baby food coming in for our vat. Which is good. That's good. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. So how long do these vat babies take? Time till birth, 4.8 days. That's quite a long time, isn't it? Oh, Smelly! She's up and about. She is... I mean, she is up and about, but that I don't think that's going to last, is it? Her withdrawal's at 72%. Right? That's... But she's up and about. Oh, it's quite good. That is good. Yeah. Okay, so are we going to do this? I think we are, yeah. Right. So I think we need to get Zuki her arm. And she is here ready for it. So maybe we could get that operation done. Give Zuki her arm. And I suppose I want this embryo born. And then we'll probably call it for the series. As, you know, we've got some hydroponics. I know I haven't had much fun with them. But for a reintroduction to Rimworld after many, many years... and after so many changes, it has been pretty successful in the learning curve for me. Oh, she's going to get her right arm. Okay. Okay, that didn't go well, Todd. Todd, you messed it up. You messed it up, Todd. Todd, you messed it up. Oh, no. Okay, right, okay. She's not going to die. Wow, he messed it up. Who would... I thought Todd was the better surgeon. 13? He's got a skill of 13. What? Okay, hang on. So, let's try that again. Right arm. Install. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. And what do you mean plant IUD? Jeez. Is it because it doesn't know that there's an arm kicking about somewhere? It didn't waste the arm, did it? If it fails, do we lose the prosthetic? Because if so, she's not getting her arm. He wrecked the prosthetic. Is that what we're... What? What? We've lost it? That's some grade A nonsense. You're not feeding that to... Oh, you're putting that in there. Okay. I thought you were going to feed that to Zuki then. I was like, this is an outrage. I think we lost the prosthetic arm. Oh. Yep. Oh man. Because it's not in here, is it? And it's not in the hospital. She's not getting her arm then. Not getting her arm. Well, that makes me sad. That does make me sad. Dominic died during surgery. I would have thought so. I mean, we removed a heart. We removed his heart. It'd be weird if he didn't. Right? Who is starving? How can you possibly be starving? Just eat some food. There's loads of it. Fane's taken over the cooking duties. Look at all this baby food, and we saw raw meat go into there quick. Oh, allow fresh. Use the baby food. I've cooked it for a reason. Cooked it. Made it. Put the baby food into there, not the good meat. Jackasses. Have we got that? Have we got... Can we... You still haven't got the component. How long is this going to take, Carol? This has been the longest component known to man. Do you not think? Birth quality, 70%. 4 days until birth. We're going to speed through it. We're speeding. Speeding to it. Meanwhile, this one is fine. She's all good. She wants to play. Oh no. Oh no, you're feeding her. Maybe we could send Yoshi to play. Unless she plays with her now. She might do. This is where the toy box is. What? Smelly? Yeah, well that'll be the drugs. That'll be the withdrawal. Right. Yeah. Come and play with your babby. There we go. Well then, Smelly, why don't you... Yeah. Rest and relax, right? It's all good. It's all good. Have we still not got this component? Jeez. Inspired recruitment. Don't need it. They're dead. Oh no. I can't believe this situation. I'm upset about that situation. 3.5 days. I want to see what they're like when they come out of here. Name the next baby Socks Junior. Oh, yes, Socks. We should have named the other baby after... What? Nico. It was Nico. We should have named the baby Nico. Todd. Just gonna eat all the food. We get some food, and then we get somebody like Todd. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can't believe this guy. Can't believe this guy. He's an outrage. He's an outrage. Socks Junior. Such a good idea, Ruby. We should have done Nico Junior too. Dams. Never mind. Never mind. Oh. There was a boom rat. There's a boom rat that we could go get. But I don't think there's any boomerlope. We have not seen boomerlopes in an age. But we could... Fane. Could you come and deal with this situation? Smelly, what weaponry should you be carrying? Something shooty. Okay. Could you then get this? Oh, Serge, I've just found your rifle. Would you also like something shooty? There you go. Oh, what's that in there? Oh, not as exciting as I thought. A normal machine, excellent. Who else? Should we give the baby a gun? Hauling a component. I saw that. Hauling a component to the hydroponics bay. Get in. It's about freaking time, people. Is everybody tooled up? Fane, where are you? We are. Oh, Fane. Stop. Right. Fire at boom rat. Thank you. And haul that. There we go. Boom, hunting in the rain. We're going to have a lot of problems with Smelly moving forwards, aren't we? Yeah. So withdrawal 77%. Okay, right, back to our embryo. Oh, look, it's got bigger. Look, we can seize it's got bigger. 3 days. 3 days and we're going to have Socks Junior, everybody. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All this baby food. Masses and masses of baby food. Good for nutrients in here. That's fine. It's probably going to go out. Toxic fallout. Right, we have a problem, people. We have a problem. Right, we have a real problem. We're so close to packing up this whole thing. Just harvest everything that you can. Harvest everything that you can right now. Okay, let's get the animals inside. So these toxic waste situations tend to last a long time. So we need all the animals indoors. Yeah. How do we stop them using this area? I don't want them to use this area anymore. But if I put don't allow this, they can't get back in, right? They're not allowed in the pen. Well, no. I want them in here. How do I make that happen? No allowed pens. There's an alpaca there, though. This pen thing's all new to me, right? It gets a bit alpaca. Right. Can you... Already in pen. Right, but I'd like them to not be in pen. So if we now disallow this... Already in pen. Don't want them in this frickin' pen. How do I disallow this part of the pen without removing this door? I think I'm going to have to remove... There will be more Rimworld, Ruby, but not for a while. We are going to take a break from Rimworld and play some other things first. But I will definitely come back to Rimworld in the future. There's lots to be doing in Rimworld. How do we get the... I don't want them out here. Okay, animals. Manage areas. New area. No, this doesn't... That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Animals. So why is it opening up that other area? You used to be able to manage areas for animals. I guess we can't do that anymore. I guess we can't do that anymore. You know? I don't want this to be included in the pen anymore, and I don't know how to make it stop that. Otherwise, these alpacas are going to die, right? What do you mean? You did it a minute ago. Was it not you? Was it Patchy? How do you make it not recognise this as a pen? It's inside here. I've said no to this. Why is that not enough? I don't want animals in here. But if I do that, then they won't even be allowed indoors. It's actually a nightmare. Can we... There's no spot configured for this. Does it need to be refrigerated? Yes. Okay. Here. Leaf. Yeah, smoke leaf, right. Okay, let's get this stuff in. We've got a priority here, people, right? There is a priority to be had. We're going to have to wait for these alpacas to get really sick. Oh no, it's so full of other food. Hay. We are going to need this hay. Get it all in, that's it. Get that in. Reserved by surge, okay. Haul this. Haul this. You won't haul, Jack. Haul this. You won't haul anything. Haul this. Haul this. Child. You'll never do it. What about you? Never do it. Too young. Right, okay. Everybody, please. Let's configure the indoor space. It's been probably... Oh, actually. It looks configured. Cool. Except for that garden there. Right. That garden there is wrong. No more worshipping out there. Okay. Yeah, you're doing that. Okay, then... No, we're going to need more. We're going to need more of you. More, please. More, please. No, don't oh. Keep forgetting that you won't haul. Because you're a jackass. Is that... Okay, good. Get all that in. Anything else? It would have been nice to have got this harvested. But I guess that's not happening. So, once we've got all this in, we need to restrict them to indoors. Something else we'll probably do, any animals that fall sick, we might send somebody out to pick them up, bring them in. And then it's backup food. If we can. We'll see. And then they can eat stuff off the floor here. Can they eat out of hydroponic bays? Is anybody coming to get this? No. Yeah. Can these animals eat out the hydroponic bays? It's like, can this bruck? Can they do that? Because they're walking on it, so I guess yes. I guess yes. How you doing? You're right. Is that all you could take? Jeez. Alright. I need to get everybody in. Wait, did you get all that? You botched it. Do you know what? You're still okay, so we might as well do this. Because they're still okay. Being out here. Patching things up. Don't sew. Don't sew. Don't sew. You've been sewing here as well. Don't sew. You've just sewn all that. Christ! Right. Let's get everybody indoors. Also, with indoors, we need to deal with this drug situation. Otherwise, Smelly, everything that we've done with Smelly will be undone. Zones clear indoors. Now, there are some people that need to get in here. Which is a problem. Yeah. Let's find those people. I might have to do this manually. Hopefully some of them have been sent away. That need it, right? I think Knife was one. Yeah. Knife needs tea. Fane, I've been going past it, is one. I think everybody else is okay. How bad is it? Last ingested 25 days ago. Why is it? Why, though? Fane, it's here for you. Come and get that. And Knife. You're probably okay. But all the same, would you like to come and take some tea? Drink some of that. I think it's just those two, isn't it, at the moment? So these alpacas are going to get really sick because I can't get them indoors. Patchy, we will unrestrict for the moment to haul that. Because there's no toxic build-up happening at the moment, right? So we got time. Got time. Just get that in. That's okay. And then also then that. Yeah. Okay. How are the alpacas doing at the moment? They might have initial. Yeah, they do. Initial toxic build-up. Okay. Eventually they'll collapse. But I can't seem to assign the animals indoors anymore. It's all done by pen markers, and then I don't have much control over those pen markers, it would seem. It's a bit frustrating, quite honestly. But everybody's indoors now, so they should be largely okay. Here we have 1.8 days to go on our embryo. Sox Jr., we're excited. Well, I am anyway. I want to see the baby that we have grown. Before we say goodbye to Bumbleton and the honeybees. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, come on. Come along now, come along. And they seem to be operating okay indoors. They do start to go a bit stir crazy, but largely they should be okay. Because we have this, you know. Our poor llamas though, minor. When they collapse, I'll get Patchy to bring them in. So that they don't die and they can get better again. What is this? A nearby settlement, Dolly, has a special trade request. They would like to purchase 10 simple helmet of normal quality. If you want to make the trade, send a caravan with the requested items. Estimated 1.1 days. No. Because, toxic. It's toxic out there. It's toxic out there. It is. We've got just over a day. This grows really quick. Did we? Yeah. Just keep making them. Just keep making them. Never stop. It's your full-time job to make components. Nice. Got a day. A day. A day. And it looks like all the baby food did make its way in there. There is 0 nutrients in there. Bio-starvation is occurring. Cannot fill... Oh, we cannot fill this with food because we need to get meals on. That's it. Go. Go, go, LT. That's it. Go, LT. Come on, LT. Run like the wind. Good. There we go. It's reducing. We're all good again. Can't wait for the Sims Medieval Parts and Nobles. Yes, we will be returning to the Sims Medieval. We'll carry on that series that we were doing. We're going to be returning to that. I'm going to do some Project Hospital stuff first because I was in the middle of doing a series there as well. Oh yeah. I'm so up for this. Here we go. 0.6 of a day. What happens? Do they just fall out? What happens? 0.5 of a day. What do you think is going to happen? Does anybody know? Maybe you know what happens when they plop out of it. Do they plop out of it? Do we have to go and take them out? What happens? You know, like with Smelly earlier today. They just sort of fell on the floor. 0.4. 0.4. They fell out. They fall out just like Smelly Junior fell out of Smelly today. Well, did we build the crib? We did. Good. Okay. You've detected a logging work site nearby controlled by the Kanto Coalition. 0.2 of a day. It's happening. It's happening. 0.1 of a day. The starvation has now completely disappeared. Alpaca 1 is pregnant. News coming in as it happens. Why are you putting more food in there, though? Here they come. They're about to fall out. A healthy vat birth. The embryo of Fane and Knife has finished gestation and is in a growing vat and has become a healthy baby. The baby has been given the temporary name of Baby Initial. You can change it until 1 day after birth. Name baby. So we decided to name baby Socks Jr. after Socks, who we lost. So we're going to accept. Oh, Fane, you have a called Babby. Now, presumably, Babby is quite hungry. Hungry, yeah. Let's have a look at Socks. So, feeding. I'm going to give to Yoshi. Yeah, going to give to Yoshi, and it means we are going to need some more baby food, and we have nothing to make the baby food with now. Because Todd has turned it all into the good stuff. So, you know, there's that. Is the toxic thing over? Looks like the toxic thing's over already. Wow, that was short-lived. It used to last forever. It used to last forever. I think. Ah, there they are. Right. Okay, so it does, yeah, mother and father, Fane and Knife. Does Knife have any sort of buffs of, I got a baby? Or does it not work that way? Yeah, look. Socks. Oh, I put Sock Junior, not Socks. Oh, never mind. Was born healthy. Look. Also, they're insulted. Good. So, unattractive, gaunt head, reddish hair. Grey skin, poor cooking, poor artistic, anti-toxic lungs. That's what they came out with in the end. Ravenously hungry. I can't feed you. Could she feed... Alright, cannot breastfeed. Smelly is not assigned to childcare. Oh, okay. So... Smelly... How is Smelly not... I suppose she wouldn't be, would she? Smelly. Right, so now, Smelly, could you come and breastfeed Socks? Fantastic. She's lactating, so it works, right? We've just sort of got lucky. We've got lucky in this area. She can breastfeed both babies. Is that okay, Fane? I hope so. feels a bit naughty, doesn't it? But needs must. Brilliant. I'm so pleased. Do you know, for a run, I think the toxic thing has stopped, hasn't it? Okay, so we'll allow again. Okay. We shall allow again. Except there's a bunch of people that... Let's just do Smelly. Although what we do know is that Knife and Fane. Okay. Good. Yeah, so for a run... on Rimworld for the first time in years. I'm quite pleased. We've done all right. The food was a continual struggle. There is no doubt. For whatever reason, I forgot that from the beginning, and then we've just been playing catch up ever since. The component bottleneck was very real. But we've fought mechs, you know, and we've discovered a lot about biotech, and we've done lots of quests. There's been a lot of fighting. We've had people kidnapped. We have lost people. We've had babies born naturally. We've done a vat birth. Like, we've done lots of things here as well. We've done a bit of farming. We've done a bit of husbandry. You know, I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased for and we didn't plan to play it. This just sort of happened at the end of one of the streams, and we were like, well, that game is not very good. Should we play something else? And we started playing Rimworld, and and I just stuck with it. And yeah, I'm really pleased. I think we've done well. It's been great hanging out with these guys. I know there's 6 of them missing right now, but there's 6 that we never really got to know very well. Louis still here. You know, we love Louis, we love Yoshi, we love Fane, we love Zuki, right? They're all great. So I'm really pleased, and they've been surviving really well despite the handicap of me. So good. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this stream. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. There will be streams next week. We have a peeping at of Hotel Magnate. And then we'll probably be playing some other stuff as well. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me for Rimworld. And there will be more Rimworld in the future. It absolutely will happen. There's lots of ideologies. There's lots of different biomes that we can live in. Lots of different ideologies, you know, on how nice they are. And I like the idea of getting into the toxic thing as well. All kinds. There's all kinds. Anyway, thank you so much. Be well, and be seeing you. Bye. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.